Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
All of your favorite 1017 The Truth content whenever you want. The Truth app has it all. The Truth is on 1017 and 1510 WGKB Waukesha, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed. But that's not enough, because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Big up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
where's Tory? Like,
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cup. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke, from Monday through Friday. Live from American Family Insurance at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And nothing but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How y'all doing out there in Radio Land? How y'all y'all doing in the chat? We got another powerful show for you today. So I'm going to need y'all to open up your ears, okay? Thank you for joining me this Friday, April 10th, 2026. Hey, look, we got a lot of things to cover. It's Friday. It's going to be, we got to touch on a couple different issues today. Who we got in the chat? SE is in the chat. Sincere Runny Ray Real, salute. How you doing, King? Josh in the chat, salute, Josh. Jeff is in the chat. Not really a city girl. I see you, girl, in the chat. Hey, look, I'll say this. This is going to be a long summer. How you doing, Sylvia? I see you. What bothers me is when those that are elected or in leadership positions or heads of organizations, they are asked questions about how to make the community move forward. Anytime something happens that is alarming to the community, or when we go to look for answers, many times they look for the people with the titles or the people who we put in position as a black community that's supposed to be speaking on our behalf or supposed to have the solutions. And many times it's the same thing, the same script, read every year. I could go back at least 17 years, and it is almost the same conversation over and over. And then I even went further back earlier this week where I pulled up a documentary called Black on Black that was made in 1968. And those people were saying the same thing that we saying today. And I asked the question, why? Why are we repeating language? Why are we having the same concerns, at least from what I'm seeing now, at least 50 years from the documentary? Like, I'm going to just go from the documentary that y'all can all go see. It's on YouTube. It's called Black on Black. It's just an interesting thing because if we have the takeovers, the leadership, I'm talking about the people in power, we got to get things together. But if you go back every year when something happens, it's the same script. And many times I say, okay, when you start seeing a glitch, things being repeated, there's never been a better time than now to make some real changes. The evidence is there. The exhibits are there. I don't think they have solutions at this point. And when you have a solutionless leadership, what do you think is going to happen to you? What do you think is going to happen to the neighborhood? What do you think is going to happen to the community? And then y'all talking about these kids, but then you got holes in the village all over the place. And they got the kids running wild. And so we have to go back to square one. And we have to hit the reset button. And that starts with us saying, hey, we got to at least put people in position that have the best philosophy, the best coaches, kind of like how y'all talking about the Bucks. We need new head coaches. We need to do this. We need to do that. But the Bucks got a whole organization over there. The Bucks got a whole organization over there. Y'all got look. I hate when people got a lot of ideas for what higher ups, things that you can't even go to them meetings, but you got an opinion on it. But when I ask you about your neighborhood, you ain't got an opinion on it because you don't even know what's going on down the street where you live at. You don't even know. And so here we go. Like, so where I feel that we can make up ground, because I bring a lot of brothers in from the front lines on the show, and we all know each other. I'm telling you, like, this has been a beautiful week on the radio because I got to talk to my brothers on the front lines. I got to talk to brothers that's making strides, many times solo, without any grant money, without any funding, without any heavy support.
They just making things happen. And it's time to get back to people that are closer to the neighborhood that kind of have a way or a vision that's already working and get them in a space where we can enhance what they're doing. If we can do that, we'll turn everything around overnight. But those brothers get ignored or get hated on. I got a lot of brothers that don't even know why they even feel envy and jealous of me. It's innate. It's Willie Lynch. You know, how do you don't like what I'm saying, but you like what I'm doing? Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. So if you like what I'm doing, you don't have to agree with what I say. Because you got a girlfriend and you probably got family members that don't even listen to nothing you say. So how are we close now? How are we close enough for where you can form an opinion about what you think about me and what I'm saying, and you sleeping next to somebody that don't agree with you half the time? I laugh at it. But at the end of the day, we have to repair the village, and we have to start getting people in these positions that's going to fight tooth and nail to turn things around. And we behind the ball a little bit. As a community, hey, y'all, we talking about unity in the community. We're behind the ball a little bit. But that don't mean we can't jump from the free throw line and change the game. And it's time to change the game. And it's going to take me, you, everybody down the street. You say, how are we going to get everybody down the street? It start with you. And if everybody take that responsibility, the ones that don't, they'll work their way out of the community eventually. But we got to start getting to the point where we are taking action and demanding action. Only reason we can't demand accountability is because we're not even taking accountability for our individual efforts to change things. We got to get out there and put our individual effort in to change things. Then people will have to listen to you to hold them accountable. But they know you ain't going to show up and do nothing, so it's just hot air. When you breathe in hot air, they don't have to worry about you. They don't mind you being upset because you're not finna do nothing. That's why they keep doing the same thing over and over again, because you ain't going to do nothing. You just going to get high blood pressure and get to fussing and fighting and be upset. Then you're going to go back home and go to sleep. You ain't going to do nothing. That's why they continue to give us nothing. All I'm going to say is this. 2026 is the year. 2026 is the year to repair the village. And if you haven't started on your journey to repair the village, you might be the problem. You might be the problem. We have to all take our individual steps to make sure we tapped in to change everything we seeing. Hey, look, when we come back, we gonna get into the show, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Truth Nation, it's that time again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we come together to clean up the city of Milwaukee. Be part of making a difference in our community. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, Saturday, April 18th, 8 to noon. Sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, Waste Management, and presented by the Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District, your clean water partner, serving Greater Milwaukee for 100 years.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you. working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
The baked potato just became the main event. At Loaded Spud, we take comfort food and turn it into something bold. Fresh baked potatoes piled high with creative toppings like buffalo chicken, steak and cheese, and classic loaded favorites, all made fresh and built to satisfy. Big flavor, generous portions, no shortcuts. It's fast, affordable, and proudly local. Loaded Spud, Milwaukee's most unexpected comfort food. Stop in today at 789 North Water Street or visit online at www.letsgetloaded.online.
At UW Credit Union, we have best-in-class technology and peopleology. Like if you lose your card, you can stop by in-branch for a same-day replacement, or you can have a new one instantly issued to the app. So whether you prefer interacting with our snappy online interface or our in-person regular faces, UW Credit Union is always here for every you. And whichever you choose, it's the best of both worlds. Join today at uwcu.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe, Tory Lowe.
Yeah. On the block by the courthouse, phone ring, he already know. Mama crying in the hallway. Who gon' speak? She say, Tory Lowe. North side, south side, same pain, same tears on a different door. He the one they call when they can't breathe, when they can't take it anymore. Advocate, Tory Lowe. He gon' ride when it's time, let the city know. From the hood to the front row. If you hurt, say the word, he gon' stand 10 toes. Advocate, Tory Lowe. Every step, every march, he be in that snow. When it rain, when it cold, if you stuck in the dark, he gon' pull you home.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to head over to Dallas because we've been trying to get this story in front of Truth Nation. We had a lot of conversation this week, so usually on Friday I try to get things that we kind of missed on Friday and try to bring it to Truth Nation. This story out of Dallas, a police officer arrested in a prostitution bust. I mean, what? I mean, hey, somebody sent me this and I was like, you know what? This is why it made it to Friday, because we had a lot of things going on here in the city. But let's head over to Dallas and see what's going on with the police officer busted in a prostitution sting. Let's listen.
I have not spoken to them. I don't know what their investigation is or what is going on.
Ashley Ketcherside at the center of an ongoing prostitution conspiracy investigation by the Johnson County District Attorney's Office and Texas DPS. Her husband, Michael Ketcherside, charged with continuous promotion of prostitution. Former Godley Chief of Police, Matthew Cantrell, charged with promoting prostitution. Former Godley police officer, Solomon Omatoya, charged with soliciting prostitution. Was there prostitution between you, the former chief of police, and that officer?
Absolutely not.
We'll get back to that momentarily, but first, remember, in 2023, Fox 4 broke news that Ketcherside, a convicted prostitute advertising on escort websites, was volunteering on a Godley ISD committee, which, in part, designed sexual education curriculum. She was later removed from multiple positions within the school district.
I truly cannot believe that we're still dealing with this 3 years later.
Godley ISD PSD trustee Kayla Lane blew the whistle to Fox 4 about that story. We'll circle back to her soon. As for the current criminal investigation, are you active on any escort pages right now?
I'm not.
Court documents accuse Ketcherside and her husband of racketeering, operating an illegal business or scheme to make profit while involving coercion, fraud, or extortion. In defending her husband, she disputes the basis for those claims.
He's a great husband, an amazing father to my 3 kids, and I believe in the justice system.
Investigators searched the Ketcherside's home last month. Court documents reveal they seized Ashley's burner phone and uncovered a large number of prostitution clients, including former Officer Omatoya, who solicited Ashley for sex in exchange for doing yard work and other favors. Omatoya led investigators to former Chief Cantrell. According to the documents, investigators uncovered godly police officers and their spouses would frequently spend time at Ashley and Michael's residence, where Ashley was reportedly preparing another woman for prostitution. Former Chief Cantrell told investigators Ashley's common rate for sex was roughly $1,000 per hour, supporting details investigators found in her phone.
Wow. All right, well, like I said, this is Friday, so I'm just throwing these stories out there because it was on the docket. But DJ Brother Z,
Tory Lowe,
somebody got a rocket in their pocket, I guess. One of these times we gonna make sure that we understand one thing. Just because somebody got a title, just because somebody's supposed to be doing something, we see time and time again that some people may choose to do something extra with these positions. I just had to get that one out there. Somebody had brought that to my attention. What do y'all think about that, Truth Nation? Somebody said the story is crazy. That story is crazy. Zaire in the chat says, Tory, did you hear about the Dodge County Sheriff suing for defamation? I ain't heard about that.
But Tory, with the last name like Ketcherside, how can you not be surprised that he was trying to catch her by his side?
Right. Sometimes the name tell it all. I was always telling people, you got to watch out for people with aliases. And names mean something, especially if they name themselves something. So I always listen to what you say your nickname was.
Ketcherside.
Ketcherside. Hey, okay, well, I better watch out. Because look, he was trying to catch. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Once again, I always bring these conversations up because people, Tory, look, did you see what happened with this police officer? Did you see what happened over here with this sheriff? I can't get to it all. It's so much of it, but, we'll try to cover some of that. But I went ahead to South Florida where a rapper called Walking Bankroll was arrested in a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. The rapper was arrested in a multi-million-dollar fraud scheme, Walking Bankroll. If y'all watching this, we broadcast live. Sincere Running Ray Real said the lady was charging $1,000 an hour. Bruh. He ain't even making that much. The police officers ain't making that kind of money. Maybe he was charging by the minute. Maybe if you divide 3 minutes into 10,000, what you get? Maybe he was trying to get maybe she had to prorate that. But I want to head over to South Florida where rapper Rolling Bankroll was arrested in a fraud scheme where they say it got up to millions of dollars, multi-millions of dollars. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got the video. Let's listen.
This is David Edmond in a mugshot taken this week when law enforcement arrested him on an airplane that was headed out of the country. Edmond is a South Florida-based rapper named Walking Bankroll with a growing presence on YouTube and social media. In an 11-page federal complaint, FBI agents say Edmond filed fraudulent federal income tax returns to the tune of almost $8 million. The court documents allege Edmond used Yahoo email addresses to electronically file false federal income tax returns with fraudulent refund claims. Investigators say 446 returns were either filed by Edmond or a small group of people as part of a criminal conspiracy. The FBI says the scheme spanned a 7-month stretch from February to September of 2022. They say the millions of dollars in refunds submitted came from sub-accounts of this email address, each one slightly different. Court documents say when Edmond flew into Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in August of last year, a Customs and Border Protection officer searched 2 phones he had on him and allegedly found images of driver's licenses, passports, and ledgers of personal identifiable information important to the FBI investigation. Then on Wednesday, authorities arrested Edmond after they say he boarded a plane at Opelika Airport bound for St. Martin.
You know what? These scammers, they say you can go on the dark web. It's a lot. I got a letter that said that my information was breached every other week. Like, you know, because we online, we sign up for a lot of these accounts and things like that. And then they got to come and tell you, hey, look, yo, it was a breach with information. And your information possibly got out there. Like, people go on the dark web and they get the information and come up with credit cards and things like that. So I'll say this: that fraud, that scammer life, it usually don't last long. You do get a run though. Some of these scammers, they go a year before they get caught up, or 6 months, so they get to live the lavish life. DJ Brothers, if I got a friend who was sleeping on the couch one day, and then in 2 months they driving a Lambo, I already know they in some kind of fraud scheme, because if I didn't see them holding the big ticket from winning the lottery, or something where they got an inheritance, you can tell when somebody fraud scheming especially on social media. It's a lot of fraud going on social media, especially those influencers. They'll get a huge audience, then they'll come up with a way. See, the audience don't pay. Like, you may get a few dollars from a little clicks, but now I got to come up with a way to fraud my audience. And this is what they do. They get a whole bunch of followers, and then they find a way to fraud the audience. Because, some of y'all think influence equals trust. But that's stupid. You don't know that person. And they can, look, all it takes for me 30 seconds to go buy somebody's car or go buy somebody's mansion or go and then make a 30-second reel, that ain't even mine. Then people will, pander to people because they think they can lure them in, and then next thing you know, you inboxing them for advice. Now they saying, send me some money, or they'll rope you into some kind of fraud scheme. This is how all of this influencer stuff work. A lot of these influencers end up in fraud scheming people. So, like I said, I like content, but I'm not going to pay none of these people nothing. If you don't get paid for me clicking on the video, I'll add to the clicks. But it ain't getting no further than that. And so, hey, some of y'all getting scammed right now. Y'all social media getting scammed. Hey, it ain't funny, but hey, they say a fool and his money will soon part. Hey, y'all can't fall for everything. Everything that glitter ain't gold up there on them social media sites. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have the Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. We got Nazir Spencer in studio. Truth Nation. Stay locked in.
Rich Gang.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm Sherwin Hughes, and I know the power of Stars and Stripes Honor Flight firsthand. As someone who's been on an honor flight, I can tell you it's a day you'll never forget. Stars and Stripes Honor Flight gives our oldest veterans who served in any location in June of 1975 or earlier a free one-day trip to Washington, D.C. for veterans. Airfare, meals, a coach bus tour, and special flight apparel are all included. It's a day of honor, gratitude, and camaraderie. Veterans who served in the Vietnam or Korean War go to flySSHF.org and ask for an application.
Put Brewer
Brewers weekend's back on your schedule when the Crew take on the Nationals April 10th through the 12th. Collect a new Mish trading card bobblehead for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 11th, courtesy of Toyota. Then reserve Sunday for a full day of family fun. Kids can run the bases, get autographs, and the first 5,000 kids get a Brewers wiffle ball set, courtesy of Joy. Plus, it's a kids cheer free Sunday. Grab your seat at brewers.com/tickets.
Tap into the best power hour in radio in Milwaukee.
So altogether, you're looking at $1,780 for your mortgage and for your property taxes in a year. And that's before you have to deal with, obviously, your water bill and electric bill. That's a steep price that people have to pay. And based off those numbers I just ran, to afford a home like that, you got to make $65,000 a year. But the problem is, here in Milwaukee, the median household income is only $54,234. That's out of whack. So again, I am all about affordability. I'm all about people getting homes. But what we have to understand is that until homes are more affordable, you can have a supply and demand problem. But the problem that we have here in the city of Milwaukee is that these prices, when people are listing these houses, they're listing them for prices that people really can't afford. And even if you do get the house and you're paying that, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Home ownership is about finding something that fits within your budget and building equity for the future.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks host their final home game against the Brooklyn Nets tonight at 7. The final home game will be played without fan favorites Bobby Portis, KPJ, Gary Trent, and Giannis. Again, tonight's game begins at 7. The Crew is finally back home for a series against the Washington Nationals. Brewers are debuting their City Connect uniforms during this upcoming homestand. First pitch is tonight at 6:40. The Badgers are back in the national championship. The Badger hockey team upset North Dakota, winning 2-1.
And here they come again. Follow shot. Rickwood, one more chance. Over the net. Wisconsin moves on.
The national championship is tomorrow at 4:30 on ESPN. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe, he a soldier for the soul. Power to the people, seeing all the forces moving slow. Open doors for the low, still the voice of the voiceless. When you feeling like you running out of choice, boy, Tory got the remedy. Activists going to war for black people, his family. Always got his foot on the pedal, running with no energy. Keeping people at a higher level with his empathy. Call him when you need him.
101.
He been an angel, but
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Nazir Spencer in the studio on this Friday.
Yo.
How you doing, Nazir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. But we got some big news earlier for the black community.
For the blacks?
For the black community.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for everybody, really, but black community specifically. If you like these two artists, you know, growing up or currently getting into them, Usher and Chris Brown going on a concert tour together across the country, I'm assuming, maybe the world, really.
Usher and Chris Brown finally coming together.
You know, Raymond and Brown. That's our R&B, and that's tough.
So I'm trying to figure out who goes last.
Oh, that's a good question. I ain't gonna lie. Who go first or who go last?
Oh, do they mix it up?
They might have to mix it up. because, you don't want to hurt somebody's ego. You know what I mean?
Who's bigger right now, Usher or Chris Brown?
Chris is bigger right now.
So I think that Raymond is first because Usher might come out first.
Yeah.
And Chris Brown
that makes sense.
Is the headliner.
Right. And, when you look, you gonna have
he passing the torch.
Yeah. Look, he already kind of did a while ago, but still, this is like the big moment kind of thing, They had some beef like 2 years ago.
They did have some beef, but now it's time to make some money.
Yeah, it's time to make some money. We brothers,
And if we don't do it now, our time is gonna pass.
Look, hey, they know it. They
business.
They doing what they got to do.
This ain't street. This business.
Nah, it's business. This is straight business. They brothers too. So,
right. And like I said, this is a powerful concert.
Oh man.
For all the single men out there, if y'all got any game, it's gonna be packed. With a bunch of females.
Let me tell you something, Tory.
I'm trying to tell you.
Hey.
For all y'all single people out there that's going if y'all go to the Usher, Raymond concert and Chris Brown, it's going to be you might meet your wife that night.
I don't know about wife, but you might meet something, I don't know about wife.
You might meet something and you might leave with something.
You might. Look, see, look. I went to a Chris Brown concert in Detroit in August, all right? One of the best performances I've ever seen in my life. But listen, the people around you, specifically the women, it's different. It's different because look,
they turned up.
Everybody go pop out for Chris Brown. Imagine Usher now.
Let me tell you something. Chris Brown and Usher, they make rap hits. Mm-hmm. They make R&B hits. Mm-hmm. They dance. I'm talking about it's gonna be the stage performances. It's gonna be off the chain.
If I hear that new flame, oh man, everybody gonna be turned up. I'm telling you.
Every word in that concert gonna be sung.
Oh man, that's a crazy.
It's not one song that's gonna be played that the crowd won't. It's just all gonna be. It's gonna be overload.
And Chris dropping an album in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, May 8th. He just announced that this morning too. Dropped a single and said my album dropped in a couple weeks and my tour coming out with Usher.
Young Money in the chat says. Toxic feminine energy gonna be at the concert.
Oh yeah, you gotta come with your toxic. Look, man, you gotta come in there knowing that you gotta come in there knowing you gonna get rejected. You gotta know. You gotta know.
Hey.
You gotta come in there knowing, but you gotta know that you're that guy too. You gotta walk around.
Hold on, let me tell you something. Usher and Chris Brown can't get to everybody.
Look, they ain't gonna talk to the girls in the nosebleeds. They gonna talk to the girls on the floor seats.
And that ain't even. There's only 3 or 4 of that.
Exactly. Look, I'm telling you, the girls will be next to you.
So what I'm saying is, it's just if you a young man right now, I'll be trying to get ready because if I'm going to the Usher Raymond and the Chris Brown concert, I'm gonna be on mine because that's gonna be a night.
You got to be ready too because your girl might get taken. She might get on stage with him.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you bring your girl,
oh yeah, don't do that.
Oh yeah,
no, don't go.
Don't do that. That's
it's
crazy.
a wrap because he might pull her on stage.
I've seen some crazy instances where Chris has some girl up.
I don't even know if that was even true that he brought the wife on stage because it looked edited a little bit.
Nah, bro, I'm trying. Look,
and he brought the wife on stage and then did a tease.
Yes,
and then they kissed.
Tory, I went to his show and he brought. So they plan it out. They plan who comes on stage before. They don't just bring a random girl up there. They brought a girl up there and they got kind of physical. Usher be giving aunties cherries and stuff. Just putting their name out.
Well, you got to watch out because Usher, got a past with, some extra stuff that went on in the past.
Yeah, but he be
accusations. No, it's actually, the lawyers was involved in that.
Look,
so you may want to be careful.
Look,
I mean, I don't know how. I'm just saying.
You get down how you get down. You know, do what you got to do. All right,
wrap it up.
Yeah,
I said you leave it with something.
You got to. It might be good, might be bad, right?
What you say? You gonna leave the
I said you might leave with something.
You might leave with something. I don't
maybe
know.
Not good, but it's gonna be something. But listen, man, you gotta go prepared, man. If you bring your girl, man, I'm trying to tell you right now. If you bring your girl and you got front seats, she not paying attention to you all night. It's not happening. She go as soon as Chris and Usher come by, she go move your hand. She go try to look pretty.
Wow.
Puff up her chest.
Trying to get chose. All right, so check this out. Let's say you bring your girl. This is just hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden, Usher or Chris Brown bring her on stage. Let's say, and you gonna say grab her hand and be like, "Nah, don't go."
Hey.
Or you gonna be like, "She for the streets." You gonna just go to let her be for the streets.
I'm gonna look stupid.
Okay, So what if she get on stage and you see them grinding on your girl and like, do you feel offended by this or do you feel like, yeah?
I don't know, bro. Look,
that's my girl, that's my baby.
In the moment, I probably
there go my baby,
yeah. See, in the moment, especially if that song playing, man, nah.
I'd be looking there like,
hey. Oh man.
Oh wow.
Oh man. I'm gonna look super sad. Like, ain't they gonna have a camera on you? It's gonna be viral.
You breaking up that night?
You gonna have to. You have to. There's no way you can survive that, especially if it goes viral. I've seen so many videos where Chris will bring a girl up or point out a girl. And there's a video one time I saw of Chris looking at his girl, pointing at his girl. Dude was like, nah, not her, bro. Not her. And he started laughing. So he cool about it. He know what it is. You know, he made a song called These Girls Ain't Loyal. Like he said.
He did. He said they ain't loyal. Especially,
legendary song.
He said he rich guy that took a broke man girlfriend.
Man, look. If he can't do nothing for her, she gonna go to him. That's how it is.
But money don't make you happy. Look at Jeff Bezos. They get divorced. Bill Gates got a divorce. The money ain't making nobody happy.
I bet you they leaving with something though. I bet you they leaving with some money. Yeah. I bet you they leaving with some money. I bet you all are leaving with some money. Look. I'm telling you, man, this Usher Chris Brown concert is going to break up some relationships. I want y'all to know.
And then Chris Brown just got off a concert a while back where people was paying $1,000 to take a picture with him.
Imagine this. It's gonna be a joint meet and greet now. It's gonna be Usher and Chris Brown. It's gonna be double the price, and people go pay for it.
$2,000 for a picture.
And meeting and hugging Chris Brown, taking all these crazy viral photos for meet and greets.
Would you even date a girl that went and paid $1,000 to take a picture with Chris Brown? And he got her in a compromising position on the picture.
I know girls who went to Lil Baby concert last year just trying to be chose. It's not happening.
What?
Yeah. I know a lot of them. Some girls here in Milwaukee. They went to Lil Baby concert in Atlanta. They was on stage. He not picking y'all.
Wow.
This is the last girls he go pick. Come on, man.
That's like trying to win the lottery.
It's impossible. These celebrities are smart. They know not to do stuff like that. They know who's trying to get on them and who not. You know, I mean, they all go for him, but like, it's if you put yourself out there like that, then.
But this been going on since the blues, groupies.
Yeah.
They call them groupies. So this ain't nothing new. This is just something true.
Yeah, it's something true. You got to know the game.
Hey, if you on a certain status,
you got to know the game to play.
You say you get the first bites.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me go to break. Hey, look, when we come back, we got Nasir Spencer. We got to have more Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
On a J. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hello, is this Shirley?
This is she.
Shirley, you are our Gruber 5K giveaway winner this quarter. Congratulations.
What would you do with $5,000?
Going to look at buying me a pickup truck. That will be some of my down payment.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
I love you guys.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about 4 walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home. Join me every Friday at 11 a.m. for the Milwaukee Experience with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee. We're a city that knows how to celebrate, where the calendar is packed with festivals, the plates are piled high with flavor, and a lakefront sunrise sets the stage. Here in Milwaukee, every street leads to something worth savoring, a place that welcomes you with open arms and where joy is shared in bites, beats, and cheers. The Milwaukee Experience every Friday at 11 a.m. exclusively on The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, presented by Visit Milwaukee.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This April, it's Financial Literacy Month on 1017 The Truth, powered by UW Credit Union. Financial literacy isn't just about money. It's about confidence and making smart decisions for your future. UW Credit Union is here to help with free tools, expert guidance, and resources. From budgeting tips to one-on-one financial coaching and self-guided lessons you can access anytime, because they're not a bank, they're a partner in your financial journey. Learn more at uwcu.org. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Cook it up. 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report, brought to you by Nazir Spencer. Nazir, it's a lot going on with the Bucks, but before we get to the Bucks, Drewski
He got another one.
released some footage of some Milwaukee rappers.
I don't even know if they rappers. Are they rappers?
I don't know what they was, but they was on, what was that called?
Could have been.
Could have been, yeah.
Yeah,
Could have been record. So it's just going viral right now, the Milwaukee rappers.
Yeah.
I think we got some audio. I guess we don't have the video, but we got some audio on this. Let's listen to it. Let's see what they was doing.
Type brother. Now this is what we've been looking for, bro. Straight up.
No, round with that chop, just smack city.
On that G.
Nigga on that G, I would've smacked
on
Diddy.
that G.
I don't even know this she coming back
on
with
that
me.
G.
I'm drunk as fuck. I forgot to bring the act
on
with
that
me.
G.
She ain't never seen no nigga with no money.
On that
That's
G.
why all the
Okay, so y'all GD. You know about that, folks.
Big GD.
Y'all gangster disciple?
I ain't answering no questions, brother. You know,
let's get him the f out of here.
Oh, that's smoke.
They gangbangers. I know a gangbanger when I see one.
I don't gangbang. All right.
Yep.
Big dissolved milk body ass.
No a gangbanger when I see one. Nigga. On a G.
All right,
that's on Roy.
On a G.
They had an opportunity to get in front of Drewski. And he said at first it looked like he was like, okay, this.
Yeah, he liked it at first.
And then all of a sudden
he kept saying on the G, and then he was like, y'all gangster.
only Milwaukee cats can get up there and do that. Like
that's
I said,
on Roy.
I mean, that was. I just thought it was funny.
He got to come to Milwaukee, man. He got to have like that audition in Milwaukee. That would be
my
super
goodness.
funny.
I would just.
He did.
He came to Milwaukee?
Yep.
He had it. He had that in Milwaukee. Was that from Milwaukee or was that somewhere else?
No, that was somewhere else.
Oh man.
Oh my god. Do we know who these guys are or what?
No, I forgot their name. Somebody like tagged them in the Instagram comments, but I ain't know.
Oh man, no, we gotta get them on.
Yeah, I gotta get them on the show.
That's funny.
But
that's funny.
Everybody from Milwaukee be saying on the G.
On the G.
Yeah, on the G.
That's us.
On the G.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
We got to leave that as a hot key.
On the G.
You gotta have to get these guys on here because what they thought was gonna happen going.
Well, they had a little dance. You know, Milwaukee rappers now they rap with the dance.
Yeah.
That's why they going on TikTok.
Not my favorite.
They got TikTok going right now.
Yeah. You know, like when you get on those type of things with Drewski, man, you got to be funny and you got like they were funny and authentic, which is great. But They kept going, and I was like, man, y'all got to start talking to him in a funny way. They was like, I ain't answering no question. Oh man,
he was smart though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess you gotta take your opportunity though, man.
He already had threw up, the signs and stuff. So any other conversation after that,
I know, but he was like,
he know it's right to remain silent.
I guess.
At least he knew that.
I feel like that was his intention. Just go in there, make a clown of himself, throw up a couple hand signs.
If I wait in that line for 6 hours, man, I got to say something to him, bro.
On the G.
Nah, maybe not that. I mean, yeah, in your little song, but man, they could have put on the city doing something like that. Got on Could Have Been Records the next season.
Somebody said that's old. They in jail right now.
Oh wow.
They in jail or dead right now.
Oh, Bugs, man. No, they out here.
All right, what's going on with the Bugs? What's going on with
man,
Doc?
This man, Doc. Hey, man, you know how I love Doc, man.
There's a lot of people wondering if Doc coming back next year.
He ain't coming back, man. He retired.
A lot of people wondering is Doc on his way out or what's going to happen with Doc Rivers. He Hall of Famer now.
First of all, he talking about check my resume early in March.
He a Hall of Famer. He walking around with the gold jacket.
He start flexing. He's talking about check my resume because I guess according to reports, he was calling KBJ and Rollins selfish or whatever, and Kuzma was like stepping up for the teammates and saying play like yourselves, and then he got a DNP the next game against the Celtics, I think, or something like that. So some issues internally, but according to the stuff I read, the articles and stuff. But he recently, today, just said he was asked, how's his relationship with Giannis? And, he said it was good. He said they have a great relationship and that Shams reports these, he has these bad articles about, the Bucks all the time. And he says that, he misses Woj. He's like, he's getting bold. He's pretty much saying like Shams is a fraud and like he don't report.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Shams be writing hit pieces.
Yeah.
Shams he be writing articles that's trying to shake things up.
He don't be having no facts behind.
That's what I'm saying. He just trying to shake up what's going on. He not writing articles that's pleasing to nobody right now because if you winning, you get the good stuff. Yeah. If you losing, you get hit pieces.
Yep.
And that's what's happening right now.
He just trying to make some content because it be kind of dry sometimes.
You can't make nothing happy right now and they ain't going to the playoffs.
Right. So they got to make
they got to go with the hammer on him.
Yep. And
it just comes with the game.
Doc's words, quote, Shams wrote an article that was so inaccurate. The first thing I thought was, where's Woj? I miss Woj so much, end quote.
Well, if it was inaccurate and you had the proof, wouldn't that be defamation?
That's what I'm saying. It's some true behind it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But
that's why I don't understand when people are, that ain't right.
Yeah.
That's a cease and desist.
Yeah. Yeah.
You show the attorney the facts, you match it with the article, you send a cease and desist letter.
But it might be something.
You don't have to sue and go all crazy like that.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
But if you send a cease and desist and it's inaccurate information, they got to take it down.
But in the NBA, like, don't the NBA just take care of investigations like that? Like, I don't think Doc would even try to do that because the NBA would do it for him. You know what I mean?
Well, he got enough money from the Bucks that he can get an attorney.
I guess. He already probably got one.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get it. Take him to the Milwaukee courthouse. See what happens. Shop's not gonna like that. But that was some information about the Bucks. The Bucks host their final home season game tonight. No Giannis, no Bobby, no KPJ, no Gary Trent, fan favorites, all sitting out. You know how it is.
Okay,
Ron's playing, but
Oh wow! Yeah. So we're not gonna get the brothers on the court.
No, no, not all of them. Go get the Nasus and Alex.
No, I'm talking about. But I wanted to see the Giannis.
Giannis out probably for the rest of the year, bro.
That would have been history right there.
They ain't not letting them do it.
Three brothers on the court at the same time. It's the last game.
The Bucks not letting them do it. The NBA investigating them right now.
That's trash.
They investigating it. Bro, Giannis was sitting here telling the NBA, like, yeah, they should investigate because I want to play.
What?
And look, Giannis apparently lost out on an incentive with Nike because you know how you got to play a certain amount of game.
Yeah. He is cutting into his contract.
So players don't forget
incentives.
Stuff like that. Yeah. Players don't forget stuff like that. So he probably out of here, man. I ain't gonna lie. Especially something after that.
They messing with his money now.
Can't be doing that.
And messing with his family. We know how much family means to him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if we can't grant him another championship, I feel like the least we could give him is that moment on the court with the other two of his brothers.
Right.
Dope.
I'll
agree. Like, what you got to lose?
Nothing.
Now, he don't have to really play.
That's what I'm saying.
He could have just came out there, went up and down, let Alex shoot. See if he go in, it's a highlight.
That's fire.
I'm just saying.
Look, man, the Bucks got some work to do, man. Because now I'm seeing reports, Giannis talking about he would love to play for New York and bring a chip back to the city. They having a drought right now. And they ain't been back to. I've been seeing reports like that.
Did he say this, or is this another Shams?
It's inside.
Is this another Shams report?
It's some NBA.
Something that somebody
NBA
just
insiders.
Putting out there. Yeah.
It's some NBA insiders saying stuff like that. Maybe
because Giannis been playing it cool all year. He said he want to stay in Milwaukee.
I want to see.
He's been trying to take the high road. He ain't really got too nasty. I see with this investigation, with the Bucks saying, "Hey, look, he has an injury." Giannis saying, "I could play."
Yeah,
that's nasty right there.
See, the GM said that he got an injury and he's just trying to be, cautious of Giannis and make sure he don't get hurt.
He's trying to protect his asset.
Yeah, right. But Giannis saying, "I can play. Like, let me play.
Let me play with my brothers."
Like, you don't see me limping around. That's what he said.
If the Bucks move on from Giannis, he'll probably never get a chance to get all three brothers on the court.
Nope. Because they're not gonna bring him back. They're not bring his brothers.
Right. I'm just saying. Yes. We gave him a lot of room.
You might be able to bring Thanasis
to create. Yeah. But, he could probably work something out, maybe. It depends on the team. Depends on whatever the deal is.
Yeah.
But this was the perfect opportunity to do 1 minute of the They didn't even have to do it longer than 2-3 plays. And they would have been history.
Just
NBA history,
one or two positions, man. That's all we needed, man. That's
dirty.
Bad, man.
Hey.
Look, y'all go enjoy that last home game tonight. We ain't gonna have nothing.
Hey, it's still time
to enjoy.
It may be still time.
We can enjoy it.
Hold on, it may be still time. Maybe look, if anybody from the Bucks organization is listening to the show today, just 1 minute, one shot, call a timeout, get him out of there.
That's what I'm saying. All you gotta do.
Do it for the fans, because I don't know if they'll ever have this opportunity again. And it's deserving to a certain point if this is the last time we're going to see Giannis here.
They got one more game on Sunday, but that's away, so they could do it then.
Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they say, hey, y'all talking all this stuff, but Giannis really coming back next year.
No.
If they don't do it, I'm going to think that
I'm
he coming back. If they not going to give Giannis this opportunity to make, he didn't already set history as a player.
Yeah. Just
Bucks history.
Let him have that.
But that family moment.
Yeah. Let him have that.
With all of the things that took place here in Milwaukee, what's too up and down the courts to make history?
Man, y'all got rid of Jabari Parker. Y'all got rid of Chris Middleton. Y'all got rid of Drew Holiday. You cut Dame last year. You got rid of Dante. You got rid of all his homies. Just let him have one chance with his brothers.
Look, it'll be one for the times. It will be one for the times. And I've never seen three brothers on the court at the same time. That would be NBA history. That would be a good send-off. And we can move on from there. Now, if this don't happen, this going to linger into the offseason. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want that.
Look, man.
You don't want that.
You got Bron and Bronny out here playing.
Right.
Doing some crazy stuff last night against the Warriors, man. Like, can we get some of that in Milwaukee with the brothers?
You might as well.
I'm saying,
we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't going to the playoffs.
Only thing you got to lose is somebody getting hurt. But
let me tell you something. Giannis know how to slow himself down.
Right. Exactly. He knows what to do.
And the shot for Alex anyway.
Yeah.
So
it ain't for the nasty.
It ain't for the All right.
It ain't for the nasty.
Thank you for coming through this Friday with the Pop Culture Report.
I'll catch y'all later.
All right, Truth Nation. When we come back, we'll have more discussion. Stay locked in.
Milwaukee business owners, this is your moment. Every Friday at 8 a.m., call in to 101.7 The Truth for What the Business Is. Tell us what your business is, where you're located, and one thing you've learned along the way. What the Business is powered by We Energies, delivering the energy that powers local business. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Fridays at 8 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices, and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
You've been diagnosed with COPD, but breathing seems to be getting harder. Everyday activities, walking to the mailbox, going up the stairs, talking on the phone take more effort than they used to. You're short of breath more often. Flare-ups are happening more frequently. And slowly, life starts to feel smaller. Is this you? If your COPD symptoms are getting worse, there may be options that can help you breathe easier and get back to doing more of what matters to you. That could mean walking further, spending more time with family and friends, feeling more confident leaving the house, and getting back to the life you want to live. If your COPD is changing, it's time to have a conversation with your doctor. Visit the COPD Foundation website at isthisyoucopd.org to learn the signs of severe and worsening COPD and the right questions to ask next. Take action today. Breathe better tomorrow.
I take care of the kids, and I take care of my dad. I take care of things at work. The groceries, the cleanups, the meltdowns, the doctor's visits, the family events, mealtimes, bedtimes. I take care of all the things everyone else needs. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Family caregivers are often overloaded. It can feel overwhelming and exhausting. It's no surprise that millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression every year. But help is available, because there may only be one you, but you don't have to do it alone. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org. That's mentalhealthcareworks.org to learn how to get the support you deserve, because mental health care works when you make the call. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or thoughts of suicide, dial 988, a message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And I got a question for Truth Nation. Now, there's a story that we're going to be talking about here in a second. And this is out of Arkansas. A woman was mistakenly paid $1,650 an hour on her check. She refused to give the money back to the employer, and she was arrested. Now, I heard stories about how there's somebody will make a mistake, banks make a mistake and put extra money into the account, or, the job may make this kind of mistake where, your hourly wage could be, $15, $16 an hour. All of a sudden, they hit an extra button, and it's $1,650 an hour. And you probably worked, 40 hours a week. So 80 hours, and it may be some OT. I don't know. And they make a mistake. But it seemed like, without even listening to the article or hearing the article,
it seemed like she was making $16.50 an hour. And somebody just made a mistake and put the comma in the wrong spot. Instead of, hey, it ain't her fault. But now she's been arrested. I want to run this story. Woman mistakenly paid $1,650 an hour. She refused to return the money to the employer. Now she locked up like Akon. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got some video on this. Let's listen.
Police arrested a Jonesboro woman after officers say she refused to return nearly $20,000 her employer accidentally paid her. 50-year-old Renee Nicole Coleman faces a theft charge of more than $5,000 but less than $25,000 after a payroll glitch paid her $1,650 an hour instead of $1,650. Her employer says when the error was caught, Coleman refused to pay the money back. Coleman was arrested today on an outstanding warrant. Her bond is set at $15,000. She is due back in court on May 18th.
Look at God. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? I'm trying to tell you, she working a job, $16 an hour, making, barely getting by.
He probably thought that was a blessing for him.
Yeah, look at God.
Won't he do it?
Well, hey, look, didn't he do it?
Yes, he did.
Ain't he good?
All the time.
I'm just trying to tell you, I'm finna get my check. I'm like, oh, man. I got to pay this. I got to pay that, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing everything right away.
I'm talking about, before she opened it, she like, man, it's payday. Man, Lord, how am I going to make it on this check? They ain't give me my raise I was trying to get. They ain't give me my promotion. All of a sudden, she opened up the envelope.
Landlord tripping.
Look at God. On the G. I'm trying to tell you. Ooh, she probably got, how y'all be doing that little two-step and turn doop to the doop to the doop to the doop. Ooh. Geek.
Book of Revelation, chapter
I'm trying to tell you, it's Friday too.
17. Yes, sir.
On a J.
Hey, I'm finna catch the spirit.
God shall wipe away.
On a J.
I see this check. I'm thinking it's gonna be 1,000. Hey, I'm catching it. You know how they make that nasty face, like when the spirit, the stank face. Ooh, like the Lord just bless me. 20 racks. Ooh, I got a question for the chat. If this happened to you, they made this mistake. Do you get the money back? Do you say, okay, that's return the check? She knew it was a mistake. She hurried up and cashed that check. She went to the bank. She said, I want it all in cash. They said, do you want to put something in your savings? No. I don't want to put nothing in my savings. I want this under the mattress. I'm trying to tell you, I am not playing. God that gave me this blessing. Oh, I could get me a new car. I could go down there to the used car lot. I mean, I could put me a down payment on me a new place. I can get rid of this man that's on my nerves now. So, I'm trying to tell you. Hope she ain't let nobody try to flip it. But 833-212-1017. We got a poll. Do you get the money back? Even if it's, they say that it happened with banks too. Sometimes banks make a mistake and put that extra money in your account. Do you get that back? You go online this Friday right now, you go check your account and you see $40,000. You know that ain't, what was in there yesterday.
I'm checking mine now just to make sure.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you. This is a real situation, but now she facing time. She facing time, DJ Brother Z. Her bail is $19,000. Ooh, they did. That's dirty. Damn. That's dirty. Because they're going to get the money. The bail money is actually getting the money back. The bail money is actually what they're going to use. Because once she paid the bail, that's the money. Why they do her like that? What they said in the poll, DJ Brothers? Is anybody, what they saying on the poll?
86% of people say that they would give the money back because they think that they'll get their good karma. And then 14% of people say, hell no, that's their fault.
Okay, so the 80%, they going to get the money back because they want to keep their job.
Yeah, but I feel like some of these people lying.
It ain't happened to them. They don't know.
That's why.
They don't know. And plus, ain't no telling what they was doing to her on the job. You see the mugshot. Put the mugshot back up. Put that mug. Just go to the mugshot and freeze it, DJ Brother. Because she looked like it was probably a hard time. Because this mugshot is after she had the money and she didn't get a chance to get her hair done. Look at that. You keeping it. Renee, keep that money. Look, I'm trying to tell you. Renee, keep that money. Look at Renee. Like I said, she looked like when she saw that, she look, Lord done blessed her with this.
She was gonna get some new lashes and everything.
I'm trying to tell you. This is before, like, she couldn't even get to the hair salon or nothing before they arrested her.
I wonder what would have happened if they mistakenly gave a white person the wrong amount.
Do you think they would have came after somebody that wasn't black like this? You think if she was a white, they would have handled it a little different?
Yeah, because then she got the complexion for the connection.
I don't know, DJ Brother Z. It looked like she was having hard times before that check hit.
It just seemed like that's not fair. Why do I have to pay for your mistake?
Kathy says payroll mistakes will always be found out because they have check and balance systems. All right, so this the perfect conversation to have because we know that the check got a name on it. So when we talk about people misusing funds, taxpayers' dollars, and they don't know where the money went, how come they don't go after them like this? Because when they say, like, we don't know where $3 million went, well, it came in, and how did it go out? So if you can find her, how come we can't find all these millions of dollars that be missing with the taxpayers' dollars with the misuse of funds and stuff like that? We don't know. We never know where that go. But if it's you're going to be on here looking like Renee. Show Renee again for those that's just tuning in. People tuning in right now. Look at Renee. Somebody look at Renee. You could tell. You could tell she thought that Jesus did this. What would God do in this? What would Jesus do? Look at this. Look at Renee. Look, I'm telling you, Renee that was a blessing. She was stressing, and she received a blessing. And now look what the devil done did. Got her locked up behind bars. I'm going to need the church community to tap in. She was going to give her 10%. She probably would have gave her 10% to the man of God. Wow. It did happen to a white lady. Somebody said it did happen to a white lady.
Did she get arrested?
Did she get arrested? Whoever said it happened, not really a city girl, said it did happen to a white lady. Did she get arrested? That's all I'm saying.
Tory, I had to ask ChatGPT about this.
Yeah, like, okay, so we had to ask ChatGPT if they make a mistake on your check or if the bank makes a mistake on your account, are you obligated to get the money back?
If your employer accidentally pays you too much, i.e. extra paycheck, bonus, error, whatever, the money is not legally yours even if it hits your account. Employers generally have the right to recover the overpayment so they can ask you for it directly or they can take it out of future paychecks.
So they would have just took it out of her paycheck. Well, why did she go to jail?
Because they probably asked her for it, and she probably said no, because it also says if you refuse, they can take legal action or send it to collections.
Okay, legal action meaning like criminal action or civil action?
Probably either criminal or
so. Since she was black, they just said, you know what,
that's what I'm saying.
It ain't gonna be a civil matter. We ain't gonna take it out your future checks. we just gonna go ahead and just do you dirty.
Like I feel like if it was anybody else, they would have came up with the money from somewhere else.
Now this was a total of like almost $20,000 that she received. Her bail is $19,000, so it matches the amount that they're trying to get back from her. They just trying to put her in jail to see if they can get that money back. But like I said, I guess you kind of got to do something. It seems like something got to happen that you got to get the money back. If you want to chime in, 833-212-1017. If something hits your account, if you go right now to the bank, right now, this Friday, and they overpaid you $20,000, what you going to do? Are you going to take the money back? Are you going to give the money back? If you look at your work check and they overpaid you with the work check, do you give that money back? Or do you go ahead and think that the Lord then blessed you and now the devil trying to sweat you? We got Kay on the lines. How you doing, Kay?
Well, God bless you when the devil trying to sweat you. I know you playing. No, you playing. Anywho, you know it ain't your money. It don't matter who gave it, bank or your job. It ain't yours. And if you sat up there and spent that money, and now you looking crazy, and they ask you for their money back and you ain't got it, it's not like a you problem because you knew it wasn't yours. Now, I can see if you found this money on the street. We're talking about your job. You know, that place where you get a check from consecutively. And then we're talking about the bank. Where you bank at? Come on now.
I'm just saying. Look, you behind.
It's a blessing you find it on the street.
Hold on, look, let me tell you something. Your credit report ain't looking too good. You behind. You done maxed out all the credit cards. You've been trying to start that business.
Ain't gonna be looking too good.
You've been trying to start that business. You've been trying to start that business. All you need is $10,000. Look at God.
It don't matter because at the end of the day, if you needed it that bad, I would tell you like my grandparents used to tell us, when don't nothing else sell, what a woman got on her, it's gonna always sell.
Oh wow. Wait a minute. Hold on. What you talking about, Kay?
Well, I can't, because y'all will hang up on the sister. I can't say.
I got you now.
At the end of the day, that always keep money rolling in. Now, if you don't know how to play it right, that's on you.
Oh, wow. Hey.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. It ain't never that hard out here for the rent.
Oh, so take them kind of chances when God done laid it out for you in the check.
No, I'm going to have to hustle mine up. That's it, because I'm not going to jail.
Bo the Elephant says, how do you know it is not yours? They make profits because we work without work. There is no profit.
Yeah, you know it ain't yours. You done sat up here and showed this lady face. I ain't even got to see her to know.
Well, she all
what
over the media.
Like.
Yeah.
Oh, that part is sad. Now, she probably didn't give it back. Or she wasn't trying to give it back, but you wouldn't have spent that money. You knew it wasn't yours. So it's stealing. You done stole it.
All right, well, man, now we got to give it back. Now we got to get the dollars back. All right, Kay, I got you. You said it wasn't yours in the first place. It was a mistake. What they saying in the chat? What they saying in the poll? What's the poll before we run the break?
Yeah, it's shifting a little bit. If you were mistakenly overpaid, would you give the money back? 69% of people say yes, I'll get my good karma. 31%, hell no, that's their fault.
Look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth
Truth Nation, it's that time of year again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we'll be cleaning up the city of Milwaukee. You can also safely get rid of hazardous household items thanks to MMST. Drop off your items from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at MLK Elementary School. We're talking things like all antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, and pesticides. Sign up now at ToryLoweCleanup.com. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Sub, and Waste Management.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your families tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
At Versity on King, we believe taking care of our community starts right here, together. Every day, neighbors step up to donate blood, helping save lives in Milwaukee and beyond. But Versity on King is more than a donor center. It's a place for health education, community connection, and support, especially for families facing conditions like sickle cell disease. When you donate blood, you're not just giving. You're showing up for your community. Visit versity.org/VersityOnKing to learn more or schedule your donation today. Versity on King, rooted in community, powered by hope. The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
They getting tired of you, Tory. Every time you look up, they kicking another door. See, I told you the days of being silent are over. This is the time for your cup to run over. If you don't stand for something, you gon' fall for anything. You hear me? Let me tell you something. If you need me, you know how to find me. But keep doing what you doing. I'm proud of you. Yeah, yeah. He who finds himself losing himself for my sake will find it. Yeah. And he who loses his life for my sake will find it. I've been praying for peace. I've been praying for peace. Tired of fighting these beats, but they need me in these streets. Yeah.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Question of the day. If you, right now it's Friday, you getting off work, you got bills to pay, we energy, y'all got rent due, groceries, miles to feed, car notes, credit cards. You see an extra $20,000 in the check. You know that ain't right. You know this ain't your normal pay. Do you go turn it in? Do you say, hey, look,
Okay, boss. Look, boss. Y'all saw me a little bit too much money, boss. Go back. Get the money back. Or do you look at God? Only God can do this. Look what God knew what I needed. Lord, the Lord knew I was in the struggle. And you calling everybody telling it, hey, I'm paying. I'm paying for food tonight. I'm having a party tonight. It's party time. But they say just got paid. It's Friday night. Hey, it's fish fry. Friday night fish fry on me. Come by the crib. 833-212-1017. Hey, they said Minister Kevin had chimed in the chat. He said it's against the Lord to do this. He said the Lord works in mysterious ways, not illegal ways.
Say you can't block your blessings from the Lord.
You can't block them blessings. You can't block the blessing.
For the Lord.
Mr. Kevin also goes on to say, I've been paid at my job before, and if I've been overpaid at my job before, and informed the employer because he informed the employer before he even knew about it. Keeping it is stealing. So he said as soon as he saw it, he turned around. He didn't even get his portion. He didn't go cash it or nothing. He just turned around and went right to Human Resources. Told Human Resources, this ain't right.
You got a strong faith.
Hey, he said it's against the Lord, I guess. Marcus in the chat has something, said this happened to him. He said the reason why I said I would give it back, this actually happened to me at my current job. I received an extra check. I called my boss and told him, and he told me to keep it, that I really deserved it. See, well, in that situation, it worked out. 833-212-1017, especially when you came to work and you was on E. You was on E at work. You know, man, I got to get this check. I got to put some gas in the car. Now you can fill up the tank. Without struggling. Hey, is that one time in your life where you feel like all your worries have been washed away? 833-212-1017. Do you get the money back? I want to know. And a lot of folks saying they're going to get the money back. Hey, I think in the poll they're saying 64% say they're going to turn around. Yeah, boss. Hey, something ain't right with my check, boss. I think you done paid me a little bit too much money, boss. We got Andy on the lines. Andy, how you doing, Andy? Andy,
you talking about Ann?
Ann, oh yeah. Ann, how you doing, Ann?
I'm doing fine. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to take a couple of them thousand, and I'm going to go to Potawatomi and see if I can flip it.
See if you can make it back.
And if I can't, then I'm just going to turn the rest in. They're going to have to set me up on a payment plan.
Okay. You said you're going to try to go flip it.
Yeah.
You going to get your, what game you going to play? Hold on. What game you going to play? If you had to choose a game for the thousands, what you going to put it on?
I'm going to put it on Easy Riches.
Okay.
I done won quite a bit down there on that game. So
okay, so Easy Riches.
About 2,000 or 3,000 on that.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully the Lord get that spin, get that winning spin in.
Yeah, and then if I don't win, I take the rest, turn it in, and then tell them, I just got to put me on the payment plan for the rest.
Oh no, wait a minute.
All right.
When you play the game, and when you play the game, you gonna put it on the max bet.
I rotate. I go high, then I go low. High, low. You know.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Appreciate you for tapping to have a fun, safe weekend. And we got James. I guess James said he wanted to weigh in. How you doing, James? Brother James.
Right, how you doing?
Hey, Brother James, you just get off work. They got an extra $20,000 in the check. Do you give it back?
No, I ain't gonna get that back. I'm just gonna quit the job because $16 an hour ain't gonna come back anyway. I need to change my number, quit the job, so they can never get in contact with me no more. I never get charged.
You said, "But the police come looking for you. What if they got to reach out to you to get the money back?"
I said I thought it was a bonus, so I had no idea what they're talking about.
Your Christmas bonus came early.
Yep.
Even though they ain't never paid you that much ever in life.
Well, you know, everybody give out bonus, you ain't never know about it. One job I had, I got a bonus, I ain't know about it. Later on, they told me they just gave me a bonus.
Okay. So you saying you thought you got that bonus, so you went and hurried up and spent it right away?
Yep. And quit the job and find another job.
All right. Yeah. Hey, look. Like, thanks for being honest. Sometimes the temptation, especially if it came to you, you ain't go out there and rob no bank for this. You ain't go out there and put the Pooh Shiesty mask on and went out there and tried to take somebody's stuff for this. This God.
On a jet.
This blessing came. What they said, the Bible said, I'm going to open up the window of heaven and pour you out a blessing. You ain't going to have room enough to receive it. Minister Kevin said that. You can't take it. Minister Kevin said, if Potawatomi was the answer, you never would have needed that overpayment in the first place.
Bruh.
Christopher in the chat said, it's always a setup, not a mistake. Ooh, that's deep. They wanted to get rid of you anyway. They know that you needed the money. Ooh. And they sung you off. Ooh, that's nasty work. That's what they call social engineering. Got you taking the bait. You didn't bid down on it. Oh, wow. Well, we're going to run a break. When we come back, I got a story out of New York that I want to talk about. A former NYPD sergeant sentenced for throwing a cooler at a fleeing suspect and killing him. Wow. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Need a quick, delicious way to fuel your day? Try one of our new protein power plays from Cousin Subs. Power ham, power turkey, power club, power tuna. 4 craveable 5-inch subs on freshly baked Italian bread. Packed with protein, up to 33 grams. All for just $7.99 for a limited time. It's the flavor you love with the fuel you need. Grab a protein power play in store, online, or on the Cousin Subs app today. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Real talent is defined by what people can do, not where they learn to do it. So by stopping at the education section of a resume, you might throw away the perfect hire. You might miss someone who has valuable skills to offer to help your business thrive right now and in the future. Because the truth is this: Skills First Hiring helps you see talent others miss, like more than 70 million stars, skilled through alternative routes. When you let their story unfold, you gain a competitive advantage, because hiring managers who start with skills are 60% more likely to find a successful hire. See the real person, complete. See what others miss. Hire skills first. Learn why it's a competitive advantage at tearthepaperceiling.org. Brought to you by Opportunity at Work and the Ad Council.
Want to protect our planet? The air we breathe, water we drink, and land we share? Real progress begins with birds. Yes, birds. The very ones we see and hear every day. On a walk, in the park, or simply out the window. That's because birds are more than birds. They're symbols, sentinels that reveal the health of our planet and our people. And by helping them thrive, all of us thrive as well. Audubon is a place where birds matter, where habitats are protected, where communities are engaged, and where change takes flight. Because at Audubon, hope begins with birds. Progress begins with birds. It all begins with birds. Audubon.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks host their final home game against the Brooklyn Nets tonight at 7. The final home game will be played without fan favorites Bobby Portis, KPJ, Gary Trent, and Giannis. Again, tonight's game begins at 7. The Crew is finally back home for a series against the Washington Nationals. Brewers are debuting their City Connect uniforms during this upcoming homestand. First pitch is tonight at 6:40. The Badgers are back in the national championship. The Badger hockey team upset North Dakota, winning 2-1. The national championship is tomorrow at 4:30 on ESPN. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tory Lowe. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Gotta tell him, bro. Hey, get him, John Brown. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had to give. Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Ghetto John Brown. 27 standing for the home team. Neighborhood hero. Post-traumatic soul scream. Advocate. Wanna know who had to give. Whose idea was it to blast the trick? Once they get back in the way, it's over. Tory Lowe.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. I want to head over to New York, where a NYPD sergeant was sentenced for throwing a cooler at a fleeing suspect and killing him. Now, why is you throwing a cooler at somebody, first of all? And then it resulted in the person dying? That's a big L right there. You took a big L right there. If you watching this, we broadcast live. We got video on this. Let's listen.
In with that breaking news, ex-NYPD Sergeant Eric Duran sentenced to 3 to 9 years in prison. His conviction coming after a judge found him guilty of killing a suspect by throwing a cooler at the man as he fled. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel live outside the courthouse in the Melrose section of the Bronx with more. Jaysha.
David, good morning. Definitely a lot to unpack here this morning from court. As you mentioned, former NYPD Sergeant Eric Duran was sentenced to 3 to 9 years for killing 30-year-old Eric Dupree. And as you can imagine, emotions were very high this morning in court. Duran said that he regretted what happened, and he even spoke to Dupree's family in Spanish this morning. Around 11,000 police officers signed a petition pushing for Duran to get 0 jail time, but activists and community members were hoping that he would get 15 years in prison. Take a look at this new video from this morning. This is Duran walking into the courtroom around 10:30. Now this morning, Gretchen Soto, Eric Dupree's mother, delivered an impact statement through an interpreter, and she said she misses her son a lot. He was loved by relatives, sisters, and his children, and she said that there were no words to express how she feels. Now, Duran is no longer with the NYPD, and he was convicted of second-degree manslaughter at a non-jury trial and was facing potentially 15 years in prison. The prosecutor this morning asked for 3 to 9 years. And I want you to look at the surveillance video showing what happened back in 2023 during that narcotics sting. You can see that cooler that Duran threw flying into Dupree, who was on a scooter at the time, and he crashed and died. Prosecutors this morning said the court must consider the gravity of the offense and actions and said officers cannot be allowed to misdirect, lie, and cover up their actions and then lean on their good record to the court and beg for leniency. The defense lawyer, though, today said Duran has always been consistent in saying his motive was that he believed there was a threat to other officers and he should not be punished for a 2.5-second decision. Duran this morning spoke in Spanish to Dupree's family and said he was sorry for the loss of their child, and he said he never wanted this to happen, and he prays for them. And the judge said he believed there was no threat to officers this morning and said ultimately he believed that Dupree could have been caught at a later time. So back out here live, again, Duran was sentenced to 3 to 9 years behind bars, and he was taken into custody this morning.
All right, so when I hear this story, I see somebody trying to flee on a scooter. I see a huge cooler being thrown at his head. Now, if he survives, if this cooler just hits him in the head, he falls off, they arrest him, take him to jail. We don't have this situation. Obviously, the officer gets to walk away. Now, if you take a chance and hit somebody in the head with a cooler, and then they fall off and they die, now you got problems. And what I don't like is they said he tried to work to cover it up. It was and he tried to rely on his good background as an officer to try to overcome it. He had all of the other officers write a letter.
He said 1,000 people signed.
Yeah, signed a letter. Hey, this is a good guy. But no, you took a risk. Now, probably when he threw the cooler at his head, he probably didn't think that this guy was going to probably fall off the scooter and probably crash out and die. But that's the chance you took when you thought that you was going to do something extra like this. Because you could have got him later. They said he could have got him later. But this is what happens with police chases. This is what happened with police chases. They'll fishtail the car, make the car tail spin, and then if the car flip over, like what happened in Milwaukee, and the car fall off the bridge and kill people, could we have gotten the people later, or did he have to act fast in the moment? You got to make a decision too. Just like the criminal is making a decision, the officer's making a decision many times. They have equipment on them that they bring out into the community that are things that service men use to apprehend people. But a cooler ain't one of them. I don't know. So if y'all want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017. I really don't think that the officer thought that this guy was going to die. But did the cooler have some ice in it? Like, was it some sodas in the cooler? Was the cooler just sitting there empty? When he picked it up, when he threw it,
something like splashed out of it.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like something splashed out of it. Let's go back to. Can we get it to the part where he hit him and where they show the video? I want to see because it looked like something splashed out. Yeah. So it was something in the cooler.
Yeah, there's definitely like water in there.
Let me see. Oh yeah, it was some water in the cooler. It was something.
See it. All that water.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, he got to go down for a couple years. He ain't no way around this one. And I believe the right decision happened. Now the community was asking for 15 years on this one. So what, he got 3?
Yeah,
3 years. That's a slap on the wrist. We got Eddie on the lines. How you doing?
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Good day, Tory Lowe. How you doing today? Today's Friday. We got the weekend coming up, right? That's a good thing.
How you doing, brother Eddie? Eddie, hopefully you have a fun, safe weekend. Yeah.
I will. I'm gonna go on a few bids, and I got to clean out my truck. That takes hours. And I'm going to relax a little bit because, Tory, the big season's coming up. And for the next 5 or 6 months, I'm going to be up and down ladders, right?
Right. This is your season. It's the hot season where you're going to be paying all summer.
That's right. That's right, sir. That is right. But Tory, as the all-knowing Caucasian on 101.7,
Here we go.
Truth FM.
Here we go.
I want to comment on the officer's malfeasance. If that officer got a phone call where that victim, the dead guy, had thrown a cooler at somebody's head and that person had died, the officer would say to him, "What are you doing? You got to pay the price." And the guy said, "Well, I didn't really think it would hurt him," or came up with a handful of different excuses. I'm a good guy. It was on prom court in high school. You know, that kind of thing. Officer, too bad. You're going down. You have to pay for your actions. Ignorance is no substitute for the law, right? Like, you know, just because you don't know a law, cops do it all the time. Ignorance is no excuse for breaking the law. I've heard that many times.
I heard it many times.
I don't think if this guy died, 3 years is nothing. He's a cop, okay, and I am pro-law enforcement. I'm 97% pro-law enforcement, okay? But cops mess up like anybody else every day, all the time. They have these impulses. They're bound up, and sometimes they can't contain their impulse, so they might have an issue with impulse control. I'm not saying it's every day, but it might be some days, right? So this cop is going to get 3 years. I'm telling you, he's going to do less than 14 months. So,
they'll find a way to shorten that.
They'll do some. They will. They will. And I don't want to. I was one time I saved a homeless man, and I got in a bar fight saving a homeless man when 4 guys had jumped him. I mouthed off to the cops. I ended up for like a month and a half doing the Huber. I've never been in trouble with the law before. And if I could go back in time and do it all again, I would do everything the same way. I just had to deal with some dirty cops, that's all.
All right, Eddie,
But
look at
I
you trying to
saw a
say
guy-
today.
I'm trying to say that I literally tried to save a homeless man and ended up doing a month in Huber, okay? There was a guy, I don't want to say his name, and he was a top dog in the fire department, got his 3rd or 4th drunk driving, supposed to serve 11 months, came in at 6 in the morning. They let him out on good time at 7:30 or 8 in the morning. He was there for 2 hours, and they announced him, "Oh, you're out for good time." And so, you know, they kind of look out for their own. Some of it's warranted, some of it's not, but it is what it is. He won't, Tory, he spends more than 12 months. I'll take you and Brother Z out for a steak dinner at Capitol Grill, okay?
We're going to have to keep an eye on
Somebody
this.
needs to track it.
We're going to have to keep an eye on this.
Right, you got a pen? Get a pen and a Post-it note. And
Oh,
set it
no, we
down
got
for
good
next year,
memories
and
here.
we'll see
We
what
got good memories here, Eddie. You know.
Okay. Well, Tory, I took care of the last bet, even though everybody, it'll never take you out. It'll never
Well, you
take
know,
you out.
it
We
was
went
a
out,
lot of
we had a
pressure
nice
from
time.
Truth Nation.
Well, the Eastside Corey was trying to make me out to be some kind of, welch. I don't welch, Tory.
A pariah.
Right? Okay. Well, listen, on that note, I'm going to go, Tory. I'm heading to a fish fry.
All right.
All right? We'll talk to you.
Have a fun, safe
Monday,
weekend.
Tory.
And if
I
you get out
will.
here on that ladder, be careful.
I will, Tory. I'm like a Wallenda.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a fun, safe weekend. All right, look, when we come back, we got Brother Love on the lines. We got some chat. We got some talk to text. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income. You're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we don't leave success to chance. We're designed for it. With strong support, high expectations, and a team committed to excellence, our educators turn belief into outcomes every day. If you believe every child deserves an excellent education, join Milwaukee College Prep. Apply today. Visit mkeprep.com/jobs.
At UW Credit Union, our home loans have everything you need for your next big step, including up to $750 off closing costs for all home buyers. And first-time buyers can save even more. So if you're ready to trade roomies for more room, or your townhome for an out-of-town home, UW Credit Union will be with you from start to furnished. UW Credit Union. Apply online today. Equal housing lender. Credit may be limited as required by program. Visit uwcu.org for details.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. We've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Superpowers in the building, yeah. Big heart, big voice. Whole city in the ceiling, yeah. Walk in, capes turn the cameras. He don't need a mask, just manners. Show up when the block need answers. Turn pain into cheers, that's magic, that's standard. Turn who gon' help, so we got hope, Turn I can't talk, to I won't show. From the courthouse steps to the front row pew. If you speak truth first, he gon' stand by you, yeah. He got superpowers, call him Tory.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We got a poll out there for this Friday saying, if you get that $20,000 in that envelope with the paycheck or it hit your account and it's a mistake, do you give it back? Hey, some people saying that they'll give it back. Some people saying they won't. We got a poll in the chat. What they saying? Will they give it back? Where are we at right now?
70% of people say yes, they'll get their good karma, they'll give the money back. And 30% of people say, hell no, that's their fault.
30% saying they going to take them penitentiary chances. Hey, they said if God did it, I ain't got nothing to worry about.
On a J.
God did. Hey, we got Brother Love on the lines. How you doing, Brother Love?
Hey, happy Friday, Tory, man.
How you doing, Brother Love?
Oh, yes. Man, everything is beautiful, man. Yeah.
Brother Love, will you give
I'm ready for the
money back?
I'm ready for the question.
If you got $20,000 extra by mistake in your paycheck, do you go and cash it or do you give it back to the job?
Would I go and cash it and give it back? I'll give it back.
Okay. Because you feel like, hey, look, I'm trying to keep my job.
No, it ain't because of that. It's because of, and I'm going to say this to you, Tory, too, and maybe you can help me with this. When I was a Christian for 7 years,
mm-hmm.
and being a Christian for 7 years, a lot of the Christian guys that in that 7 years, a lot of them ended up in the penitentiary, a lot of them ended up in a mental institution, And it's because they didn't know how to deal with problems with women. We didn't know how to deal with money. And as a Christian man, I didn't. That was one of the worst things in the world to be, is a Christian man with money that don't know how to deal with it. So, yeah.
Temptation.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I possess a lot of hypocritical traits. I possess good traits that I didn't really have. I thought I had it, but I didn't have it. So I'll give it back, Tory.
Okay. That's what's up. I mean, like I said, if I love the job, I'm giving it back. If I love my job and we cool, I'm giving it back. That's how I feel about it. If I'm happy where I work, hey, let's get this straight. I want to be able to keep my job. But if they got the finger in my head every time I walk in the door with the, somebody in my face smelling like cigarettes and coffee and bad breath, hey, it might be I might have to, hey, take some chances. 833-212-1017. We got Sean. How you doing, Sean?
I'm all right, brother. How you doing?
Hey, blessings, brother.
All right. Hey, man, listen, this is off topic. No disrespect to the show, man. I enjoy your show, but I gotta ask you, man. Your tracks, man, that you have for your show, man. Like that one you just opened up with. How can I get these tracks from you? You got about 3 or 4 of them that just fire.
We go do the Tory Lowe show soundtrack. I think we trying to do it in June. A little bit before June. But we working on it. We trying to get it on the 1017 The Truth site so y'all can come and download the soundtrack for the Tory Lowe show. So that's coming, brother. I got you.
You need to. You definitely need to do that now. I'm gonna stay on top of you now because I gotta have that, man. You got some fire there, boy. You got some fire.
I got you. I got you. Like I said, we gotta let Truth Nation have it. Thank you, brother Sean. I appreciate you. Have a fun, safe weekend. Hey, we gotta let Truth Nation have the music to the show. You know what I mean? That's what's up. That's why we make production music.
I'm not gonna lie, Tory. This is the first time that I've been doing the show in a long time. Shout out to Truth Nation.
Salute.
To be back, by the way.
They love when you come through. Hey, that's homegrown.
Hey, come on now. We go way back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. But yeah, no, this new music that you got is kind of fire, Tory. I may have to start playing it at my set.
Hey,
I'll be like, wait a minute, what's this?
Hey, it's hard. But look, like I said, I used to produce gospel. I used to produce gospel music. Then I went from gospel to rock and roll. Alternative rock for like a couple years. Then I came back around to just regular, just solo type music. So I've been in a lot of studios, did a lot of production. So, like I said, the soundtrack for the Tory Lowe show gonna be fire.
And you can hear all the different musical influences too.
Yeah, I try to add those musical influences into the production. So, like I said, this summer gonna be nice. We gonna have some fresh music for y'all. We trying to get something on 1017thetruth.com so we can have that so y'all can download it. So we working on that, and I think maybe before June, maybe late May. Hey, maybe I should put a little release thing going on at the 3rd Street Market Hall. We might do a little release at the 3rd Street Market Hall, DJ Brother Z. But look, we got 1 minute. What do we got? What do we got in the polls? Is they giving the money back? So overall 70% they gonna get the money back.
They definitely giving the money back.
Okay, and like I said, most people would give the money back, especially if you like the workplace. I'll tell you this: if I left this Friday, I may not come back to Good. I'm just messing with you. I'm just playing. I like being at Good Common Brands. We get to do so much stuff. I love my career. So if I have to make a choice between loving my career and that, because I'm gonna get that back regardless. That's not an issue, So I'm giving it back if I'm here. But if I'm working at some type of place where I got a micromanager and somebody just getting on my nerves and I've been wanting to leave for a minute. That's God right there. Look at the Lord that blessed us. I'm coming in with the presents for Christmas. Look, when we come back, Truth Nation, We'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you, and then they gonna tell you, come here. Now you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tory Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
When I was diagnosed with Hodgkin lymphoma, I had so many questions. I didn't even know that it was cancer. Now I do. It is cancer. Blood cancer. It's actually one of more than 100 different types, and they're all treated differently. Now, unlike some other forms of cancer, usually there's no tumor. You can't screen for it to prevent it, and the symptoms can look like other things, so it could be hard to diagnose. I had a fever for weeks. I was so tired all the time. I didn't feel like eating or doing anything else for that matter. And I know that this can feel scary. But if you know what to look out for, you'll know what to tell your doctor. And you'll feel more empowered to take the next steps. Like getting in touch with the people who know the ins and outs and can help with everything blood cancer related. Blood Cancer United. They work one-on-one with each person who reaches out to answer questions and offer resources. Blood Cancer United was there for me, and they can be there for you.
Go to bloodcancerunited.org to learn more.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah, Milwaukee, stand up, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready, we ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And it's a couple stories from the city of Milwaukee that we got to talk about. A Brookfield alderman stands by post about immigrants shooting Muslims and all kinds of racist stuff. This is an alderperson that's on the Brookfield Council. And we got to talk about this because he's standing on business. I guess he's standing on business, but he don't know how Milwaukee get, when it comes to this kind of stuff. I don't care when people do things like this and they in a public position. Many times we can do something here in Milwaukee. And we do. I mean, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all, Milwaukee will Voltron on you. Milwaukee will activate on you. Y'all think them takeovers and all that. No, I'm talking about in certain situations, when we Voltron, that means we going to put all of whatever the turmoil between everybody aside. I wish we did this every day. I wish this, but this coming, making this story, making this rounds on social media about this Brookfield alderman. If y'all watching this, we broadcast live. We got video and audio on this. Let's listen.
And only on Fox 6. When a Brookfield resident saw who was making dozens of social media posts about Muslims and immigrants, they shared them with us.
Only on Fox 6, Waukesha County reporter Brett Lemoyne spoke with the Brookfield alderman who stands by his controversial comments.
They're a sick religion. This must stop. Deport them all. Is that you?
I won't admit or deny.
At first, Alderman Chris Seals wouldn't say this LinkedIn page is his. After a few minutes, he referenced several of the posts.
It's obnoxious, these people.
These people being Muslims.
Being extreme Muslims. Let's make sure we put that word in there because it's not all Muslims.
Seals didn't use those words online. We combed through his page and found comments like, "It's time to wipe out the immigrants from Britain and all of the EU." In at least two other posts, Seals makes reference to shooting Muslims with, quote, bacon-wrapped bullets.
Did I actually say that, or did I just grab somebody else's information?
It was one of your posts. You spelled wrapped wrong, but it was one of your posts.
Yeah.
There's a post about hanging President Obama, but only one that Seals says he regrets. This one that implies shooting criminals in the head to avoid court and prison costs.
Sometimes we say a lot of things online that we don't necessarily mean.
This week, Seals ran unopposed for re-election. Seals tried to pivot to talking about the election during our interview. I'm more interested in what your intentions are with your LinkedIn page.
Well, I think it's to bring more visibility to the problems we have. Those are problems.
Brookfield City Attorney told us, quote, "The city does not create, manage, monitor, or endorse any personal social media pages for its elected officials or employees."
I have a right to say how I feel.
In Brookfield, Brett Lemoyne, Fox 6 News.
Couple of notes here. We also reached out to Seals' employer, Nolan Accounting Center. The owner told us by email he was unaware of Seals' post, adding, quote, "Chris does not speak for our firm or myself." When we checked Seals' LinkedIn after our interview, the profile was deleted. The president of the Islamic Society in Brookfield told us he is aware of Seals' post. In a statement, Imran Riaz told us, in part, rhetoric that calls for harm or targets any religious group is unacceptable and does not reflect the values of our broader community.
Okay, so y'all gonna get rid of them or what? Like, okay, so this is kind of like the stuff that when you talk about killing people for what they believe in, like when you talk about things like what you feel about other people and their beliefs. And see, this is where I'd say when you talk about murdering people, that's and you're a common council member. Hey, I don't know. Like I said, this is hey, we do and I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna do because I saw this and when I get off, hey, it's ways. But at the end of the day, that's tough. That's tough to hear stuff like that, especially from somebody that thinks that they can actually get away with that right here in the city of Milwaukee. Now, this is something we could do something about. Like a lot of people try to reach out extra and go beyond and above where they always talk about things like on a high level, but this is down the street. So, hey, I'm telling you, there's some people that reached out to me and we're going to put something together to try to see if we can see what we can do about that. But at the end of the day, this is right here in the city. So it's close enough to the city where we can actually do something about it. We got Alan on the lines. He wants to comment on the alderman.
Yeah, I do. I didn't catch the whole story. Yeah, I do. I didn't catch the whole story. But, here's the thing with that. He's not talking about all of them. But the fact is, how about how they talk about us? How about the things they wanted? I mean, they wanted to blow the United States up with a nuclear bomb, man. It's not fake what's going on in this world.
But hold on. Let me ask this question. Like, I hope we not too far out of the reasoning and common sense that many times that's extreme stuff that's happening overseas and stuff like that. Like when you talk about a culture, you know, look at what whites have done to black people. You know what I mean? How far are we trying to go with it? How far are we trying to go with this? Because at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, I don't believe that just because you believe a certain way, you should try to kill somebody. You gotta stop
but if those people want to kill you, if I'm walking around because I'm
white.
Have
you ever been threatened? Hold on. Have you ever been threatened by somebody from Islam?
Have I been? Yes, when I was in the service, of course.
No, I'm talking about you out here walking down the street, living your life.
Oh, I've heard Dave said things that could be seen as a threat. Have you ever
had to be in a self-defense mode? I have. Okay, here we go. Yes or no? You know, don't say it for the sake of argument. I'm just asking you. I'm just trying to be 100% with you. A lot of the mainstream media got people botted out. And I know as Americans, some people feel patriotic and, it's things going on with terrorism and things like that. But the average person that's here in the city of Milwaukee, in these areas, they not doing that.
No, but what they do, and I'm talking about the Muslim, what they do, like there's a mosque by us right near my home. And if you're walking down the street, my wife and I, they don't like us. They don't like, the relationship. They really don't like the people that they supposedly help.
Yeah, but have they got y'all in a situation where y'all had to defend yourself?
No, they backed down. There was a time where I walked back into a restaurant. This is absolutely true. I told my wife, sit in the car. I'm going to go talk to these clowns. So I walked in and sat down at their table, and I asked, I told them, A, I knew what you were saying, and B, what are we going to do about it? So at the end of the day, I'm not making this stuff up.
No, I'm just talking because the extreme ideas, I don't like when people get so botted out.
I don't either. But
sometimes common sense gotta kind of play in and weigh into your decision making as well. That's all.
The hardcore Mohammedists, the Mohammedist Islamists. They got two types over there. They got two different paths to their religion. But the thing is, they hate us, man. I mean, honest to God, I don't hate them. I just don't want nothing to do with them. But my head's on a swivel all the time. The world is a bad place.
Right. But what I'm saying is, we as people, as citizens, we got to use common sense. Look, hold on, listen. He talk about putting a bullet into somebody's head with the bacon wrap because they don't eat bacon. He's taking a shot at not only their belief practices, but he's talking about killing somebody, and he's an older person. That's unacceptable.
Well, he's an older person, and he shouldn't have done that.
Right, that's unacceptable.
I don't think we should just do smoke people. But I'm going to tell you this: you're a grown man. You do what you do. You run into some maggots in what you're doing. There's some people that just never should have been born, man, and. Their entire life. I'm not saying they're all like that, but I was in the military when they blew up when they did Beirut. Okay, I got guys for no reason other than that we were Americans.
So you saying you got post-traumatic stress from this situation?
I don't have that, but there's some nights where no, not like that. But there's nights where I tell my wife to leave me alone for a while if I'm thinking about something. I always told my kids don't sneak up on me in the house.
Oh wow. Well. I'll say this, Alan. Many times what we see on the mainstream and then what's happening right here on the ground, it's not that extreme going on in Milwaukee. I've been out here for 17 years, and I get called to everything, and I've never got a call from any Islamic issue, extreme Islamic issue. And trust me, it ain't nothing that's moving around here that ain't gonna get. I got my feet, and I'm in the middle of a lot of. I'm like a traffic light around here. I would have knew. So I ain't got that in 17 years where it's that extreme going on around here, around Brookfield, around the city of Milwaukee, or anything like that. So, hey, look, we're gonna run the break. If you want to join the conversation, we'll be back. 833-212-1017. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Truth Nation. It's that time again for the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we come together to clean up the city of Milwaukee. Be part of making a difference in our community. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup, Saturday, April 18th, 8 to noon. Sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, Waste Management, and presented by the Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewerage District, your clean water partner, serving greater Milwaukee for 100 years.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family and help out in your community. You've been there for so many others. But when life challenges you, when rising costs, unexpected repairs, medical bills, or simply a rough stretch make it hard to keep up on a limited or low income, you're not alone. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are here for you, working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. If you're struggling with high utility bills, facing a disconnect notice, or dealing with a furnace emergency and your limited or low income isn't enough, support is available. Visit www.heat.help or call 1-800-506-5596 to apply for a hand up.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
Walk in for a suit, walk out with two. It's buy one, get one half off throughout April at Nick Avani's. Suits, blazers, hats, jeans, and more. Everything you need from a hands-on team that styles you from head to toe. Find a suit, add shoes for half the price. Land the perfect two-piece set, now add a vest for 50% less. Prom, weddings, galas, whatever's on your calendar, now's the time to stop in to Nick Avani's. Second floor at Mayfair Mall across from AMC. Buy one, get one half off throughout April at Nick Avani's. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah, yeah. 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 He came up from the struggle. Learned to listen more to speak. Pulling chairs up at the courthouse. For the folks no one would see. Phone ringing on a Sunday. Some mama crying through the line. He said, text me all the names. I'm on your side. We'll find the time. Tory, keep going. You can't stop now. Yeah. You the voice when they shut us out. Every block, every tear, every promise you vow. Yeah. Tory, keep going. You can't
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. It's a lot going on the show with before we went to break. I'll say this: like Islamic people around Milwaukee, they some of the well-dressed, well-mannered people that I've ran into. So I don't know what Alan then ran into, but I'll say this: I've been out here 17 years. I have no issues that I had to go that way. I don't think it's probably at zero. We got Muhammad on the lines. How you doing, Muhammad?
Hey, Brother Tory. I'm good. How you doing?
Blessings, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad you spent some time on that issue and giving some pushback because, Alan got me fired up. And he's mentioning stuff that don't even make no of the extremist Mohammedans. My name is Muhammad. I guess I could be able to speak for some Mohammedans there's no such thing as far as a sect in the religion called Mohammedans. It's not.
Wow.
So I don't know where you're getting that from. And then, when we have all the people like that speaking that way, it's because you have individuals that like Alan, believe in following right up along that stuff that doesn't make any sense. There's millions of Muslims in America, and we look at some of our Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali. These were upstanding individuals who Muhammad Ali almost sacrificed his whole career standing up for what was right and for
got stripped of his titles because of that.
Nothing about that says, oh, they hate us. Excuse me, that's has nothing to do with the religion. I would love for Alan to do his research and actually understand what it is for people to be Muslim and what the religion of Islam teaches, because none of what he was talking about, hating other people and wanting to kill them, no, that has nothing to do with the religion at all.
Well, thank you for calling in. Have a fun, safe weekend, Muhammad. And like I said, you can't just stereotype everybody. That's not good, and I'm not the one to say, okay, just because this group of people did this, everybody liked this, you know what I mean? So you got to make sure that when you're talking about shooting people and you're talking about wrapping bacon on bullets and stuff like that, that's beyond like your opinion. This is, you about to cause physical harm to somebody.
That's evil.
Yeah, like you trying to do something to somebody, you dangerous. Like you basically, you may harm, somebody in the neighborhood. They need to put this man on a list somewhere because he done made statements like that.
If it was anybody else, they would have gotten put on a list.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
Or if anybody else made those statements about any other community, and y'all know what community I'm talking about, they would have been at his door ASAP.
Motor Elephant in the chat says, the same way he speaks about those practicing Islam is the same way they portray black people. Brookfield is the same place where 2 black men were recently hung. Hey, like I said, we keeping an eye over there. We keeping an eye on that Brookfield now. There's a lot going on over there. I would definitely add this man to the list and all his buddies. Anybody that's agreeing with what he said, you might be the problem.
And he posted it on LinkedIn. That's supposed to be like
that's a business site.
Professionals.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Stuff. And you posting about killing people.
And he won an office out there in Brookfield. What does that say about the voters? They didn't do their research, or they don't care,
or they agree with him.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Either they weren't aware, or they don't care. Hey, that's a lot going on. But I want to get to this story before we run out of time. Something happened at the Greyhound station where security stopped a sexual assault. Shots was fired down there by the Milwaukee Greyhound station. They got some video on this too. If you're watching this rebroadcast live, we got some video on this. Let's listen.
First at 11, an attack inside Milwaukee's intermodal station. New details just into our newsroom this morning. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the station at 5th and St. Paul. Hannah, what do we know so far?
Well, Mallory, we still have police here on scene, even though we know this happened around 6 o'clock this morning. I'm going to have my photojournalist zoom in. Oh, you can see Milwaukee Forensics here on scene. We just had a very long line outside of the intermodal station. I'm told from Amtrak that the trains are operating as normal out here, but they just had a bunch of people who were hopping on the 11 o'clock train wait outside. So it appears that the lobby is not open for waiting as of right now. Now, we know that this investigation involves a sexual assault and shots fired call. So here's what police are saying at this hour. A security guard, they say, discovered a man sexually assaulting a 33-year-old victim inside the intermodal station. Investigators say the attacker became combative and a security guard then fired one shot. It did not hit anyone. Police say they did take the sexual assault suspect into custody as they continue this investigation. Now, just moments ago, I did speak with a man who says he was here this morning at 6 o'clock. He says that he saw someone or knows someone, a man went into the women's bathroom. He heard a woman screaming for help, and then that's when he heard the one single gunshot go off. Now, again, Amtrak tells me that their trains are operating as normal here. Again, just the lobby is not open for riders to wait around in. They're instead waiting outside. At least this last train we saw is how that was handled, Mallory.
Hannah, who operates the intermodal station?
Yeah, so Mallory, I learned this morning that it is a state-run building. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation is the one who operates this building. We've, of course, reached out to them here this morning to learn more about their security protocols, and they say they're looking into this right now, and they'll get back to us.
Hannah Hilliard reporting.
Like I said, that's crazy. Down there at the, they say intermodal station. And I say this, security many times got to, they said he fired the weapon, but he didn't hit nobody. So he wasn't, I guess he probably wasn't trying to kill nobody. So it doesn't look like he was trying to kill him. So he was able to take a shot to slow him down or to try to break up what was happening. But can you imagine being all kind of, before I get on the transportation, I'm finna run to the bathroom as a female, and all of a sudden some guy busts in and try to wrestle you and sexually assault you while you're about to get on one of these transportation vehicles. I'll say this. First of all, salute to the security guard that he broke it up without killing somebody, first of all, because I don't know. Like I said, sometimes people want to take that money shot. Some people probably, they say what was that, the president of the police union? He said when the officers shoot, they shoot to kill. That's basically what he was saying. So, hey, he could have killed the guy. He's lucky. The guy is lucky that he is not dead right now. So, once again, salute to the security. Many times, it's they have to make difficult decisions. And this one didn't end up with somebody losing their life, but sometimes when you go and do something to women and you're trying to harm innocent life, you get what you got coming. Sometimes, somebody must have been praying for this fool because now he get to face the charges and face the consequences of his actions. But also there's another situation where we got to see a bad situation where a father has to face the consequence of his actions. This is with the storage unit, the kids that was left in the storage unit. Remember that story a while back where the parents locked the kids in the storage unit? Well, the dad is being sentenced and the mom is on probation, but they finally got this situation in front of the courts, and now the dad will be going to jail. If you're watching this, we broadcast live. We got video on this. Let's listen.
Guilty of neglecting his children by locking them in a storage unit, will serve 5 years in prison.
He was sentenced today. Fox 6's Ashley Sears is live right now and explains that man asked for a lighter sentence. Ashley?
Yeah, hi, Mary. Charles Dupriest told the court today that he was at risk of losing custody of his children if he went to prison. The judge today saying it was his actions alone that are the reason that he was sentenced to 5 years in prison with 5 years of extended supervision. In January, he was convicted of child neglect charges and a felon in possession of a firearm charge. Last September, he was arrested alongside Asia Zelinsky after their 6 children were found locked inside a storage unit. Police were called there for a report of a baby crying. They found the kids ranging in age from 2 months to 9 years old. Investigators say the unit had no water or electricity. Dupriest and Zelinsky were found in an SUV in the parking lot. In court today, the prosecutor said the family had an opportunity to stay with friends, but Dupriest made the decision not to. Dupriest told the court he knows this has impacted his kids.
I understand that the situation is very serious, and I understand that it's affected them. My absence has affected them, and me being absent from them further would continue to affect them negatively.
Mr. Dupriest may love his children, but preventing future harm requires more than that. It requires accountability. It requires recognizing what went wrong and a genuine commitment to change. We don't see that here.
Now, Dupriest did face a maximum sentence of 14 years in prison. Zelinsky, the mother who was charged, took a plea deal last month, and she was sentenced to probation. Reporting live outside the
at first, when I heard this story, I was like, okay, it got to be some extreme situation. But then I found out they had options. And that's when I said, throw them in the trash. Like, I don't have no sympathy for this situation. Like, when at first I did, like, okay, let's break this down. Was this the only place? Because I know I deal with people getting evictions, hardships. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But the moment I heard that they had options, like family members was like, hey, they could have came and stayed over here, or they had other things that could have taken place, and then they got the babies in there, got a 9-year-old handling a small baby and only a pee bucket in there, and they didn't even clean it. It was disorganized. I can't. You're going to have to eat that one, fam. You know. You got to eat that one, you know. I tried to find a way in my brain to try to process, okay, what could have been done. No, this was your leadership. You chose to put your kids in this situation when you had other things that you could have done. And now, you know, you made a decision and it cost you. And so, like I said, you're going to have to, maybe down the road after the 5 years, you can kind of rebuild. But like I said, you can't do nothing like this, because if you had had a powerful, like something that you had no choice, we'd have stood behind you. You know, hey, look, we know how it is in Milwaukee. People hit hardships. If he had a choice to go to 10 City or the storage, hey, you know, give him some leniency. But this wasn't that. This was pure. You know, this the direction he was trying to take his family in, and he got to pay the cost for that.
Too much pride.
Pride or whatever it was. At this point, he brought this on himself. This was under his direction, this is where he directed his family to when he had other options, and you're going to have to eat this one. And hopefully you can rebuild with your family after you get out, and y'all can get this all back in the right space. Hopefully Child Protective Service ain't got the kids and trying to give them to the foster parents and terminate parental rights. I don't even know if that's all going on right now. Mom on probation. They didn't say she had the kids back. Maybe they got her going through programs to see if she can get the kids back. I don't know. But once you get in that system, boy, that's a whole family that's been separated. I pray for the kids right now. I pray for the kids. Whoever taking care of them, hopefully I'm hoping that some family members got the babies. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Still think you're going to use those old chemicals just sitting around under the sink, in the garage, or down in the basement? So don't let them sit there. Get rid of them right away to MMSD's Home Hazmat Drop-Off Centers. It's safe, it's easy, and it's open to all Milwaukee County residents. There are 3 locations open year-round. The Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is happening April 18th, and with a mobile drop-off to help you clear out that waste. Visit us at MLK Elementary School at 3275 North 3rd Street from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Let's clean up Milwaukee.
Put Brewers weekends back on your schedule when the Crew take on the Nationals April 10th through the 12th. Collect a new Mish trading card bobblehead for the first 25,000 fans on Saturday the 11th, courtesy of Toyota. Then reserve Sunday for a full day of family fun. Kids can run the bases, get autographs, and the first 5,000 kids get a Brewers wiffle ball set, courtesy of Joy. Plus, it's a kids cheer free Sunday. Grab your seat at brewers.com/tickets.
Do you hear that? And that? And that? Those are the sounds of a healthy and vibrant community. And to this United Way volunteer, nothing sounds better. They're the sounds of children being given greater chances to succeed in school. The sounds of neighbors receiving the support needed to overcome challenges, both big and small. They're the sounds of families gaining access to quality health care and nutritious food for their tables. And they're the sounds of members of our community who've benefited from United Way's financial education programs. See, wherever there's a need in our communities, there's a United Way. People working together to respond and growing the good for everyone. United is the way. So join us by getting involved or giving back. Learn more at unitedway.org.
70 million people in the U.S. have learning and thinking differences, like ADHD and dyslexia. Each has their own story. This is ours. At first, I thought it was just a phase. Then schoolwork became a struggle. Emotions got bigger, and my kids started falling behind. I felt alone, like I was lost in the dark trying to find answers. Then I learned about Understood.org, a nonprofit empowering parents and kids like us. It was like we had a light to show us the path ahead. Whenever new challenges came up, their guidance helped us figure out our next step. We still have tough days, but now we have direction. And I have the tools and resources I need to help my child thrive. No matter where you are on the path, Understood can help you keep moving forward. Visit understood.org/yourpath today.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Ola Bakare has had her work cut out for her lately. She's an award-winning inclusive marketing strategist and author of the book, Responsible Marketing: How to Create an Authentic and Inclusive Marketing Strategy. The current political climate makes it trickier for companies to navigate how to treat questions of diversity and inclusion. But Bakare's advice is simple.
You always look out for three things: the social impact you have on all of your stakeholders, communities, customers, employees, etc. You look out for your brand's reputation, and you look out for your commercial impact. And your actions need to have positive effects on those three things for them to be valid, right? So that is where telling a brand that they should pull back from anything related to DEI doesn't make sense on any of those three levers, especially the third when we think about commercial impact.
Bakare speaking to Bloomberg. She's also founder of boutique consultancy firm B Co. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner. On the Black Business Beat.
This is Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Xavier Spencer. The Milwaukee Bucks host their final home game against the Brooklyn Nets tonight at 7. The final home game will be played without fan favorites Bobby Portis, KPJ, Gary Trent, and Giannis. Again, tonight's game begins at 7. The crew is finally back home for a series against the Washington Nationals. Brewers are debuting their City Connect uniforms during this upcoming homestand. First pitch is tonight at 6:40. The Badgers are back in the national championship. The Badger hockey team upset North Dakota, winning 2-1. The national championship is tomorrow at 4:30 on ESPN. I'm Xavier Spencer, and this is the True Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 101.7 The Truth, the Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Word on the street, Tory Lowe for the people. 40 acres and a horse for the people. And it's mine, life short for the people. Black Hawk down, he reports for the people. If he ride on the beat, it's gonna be a little lethal. He'll at his feet, he the ghetto Grim Reaper. Bird box down, no one saw, no one seen her. Asking about the gunshot sound, what's the meaning?
Come on in for a free cone today. That's right, a tradition since 1978. Ben & Jerry's will be handing out a free scoop of ice cream from 12 to 8 p.m. on Tuesday, April 14th. Upgrade to a waffle cone for $2, and all proceeds goes to Winston's Wishes, located at 203 North Broadway in 3rd Ward. That's 203 North Broadway in 3rd Ward. Hope to see you there. Salute to Ben & Jerry's. They'll be helping us out with the cleanup this year as well, too. But look, joining me as we broadcast live, we got advocate Arthur Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Salute, King. All is well. Happy Friday.
Hey, happy Friday. Hey, look, Elizabeth Brown, we got a couple things I want to get your opinion about. The father of the kids that were locked in the storage was sentenced to 5 years today.
Yeah.
And the mom is on probation. We finally got exactly the information on how they ended up in the storage. And at first I thought it was something that, pressing, but I guess he made a decision, even though he had other options, and now he's got to face 5 years for his decision making.
Absolutely. And again, when you understand the dynamics, because again, we deal with situations where it's dire. But anytime you make a conscious decision to do something, there's consequences to all your action and your non-action. So, with that being said, what can you say?
Right.
Except for that was a wrong decision. And hopefully, other people will learn from it. You should never, you always should reach out to somebody else when you have a choice to be righteous or do wrong, especially when it comes to children. That's a game you don't want to play. And at that point, you have to take whatever come with that. So.
Hey, well, also, I want to give you the question of the day as well. And
Okay.
and we've been talking about this woman who got $20,000 by mistake from her job in her paycheck. She kept the money, and now she's in jail. And I guess in order for her to get out, she got to give $19,000, which is probably the money that she got to bond out. So, would you give the money back if you was overpaid $20,000, almost $20,000? Would you get the money back?
They would have to let me know how much time I got, because if they gonna keep my body for a certain period of time, I'm just gonna keep the money. I'll sit down.
Oh wow. Well, like I said, I don't know how much the time she getting, but we had the picture of her up. But like I said, she didn't even get time to get to the beauty salon with the money. They got her.
Again, it don't matter where she at. She don't need to get to the beauty salon yet. That's just like you have to weigh the pros and the cons. When you think about it, how you mistakenly give me $20,000? Like, is it really my fault? You gave it to me. Like, technically we know, but however, it's like, in that predicament, and it depends on where you at in life too. Like, cause we know, a lot of us struggling, and it's like.
So you gonna say God gave you the money if you're struggling?
Hey, look here. I said, if I lost $100 and you picked it up, that means you needed it. Okay, like y'all gave it to me on my check. It wasn't like I cashed somebody else's check. You put it on my check, and that went into my account. How about the person who mistakenly put it in my account? How about you fire them? And again, I'm gonna weigh my options. How much time do I get if I don't give it back? And if it makes sense, then I'm gonna sit down.
I'll see you in 5 months.
Absolutely, I'll take that. I eat that, because when I get, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
Oh wow. Hey, that's an honest answer.
I'm weighing my options.
That's an honest answer. Also, we got a situation where a lot of people getting ready, Elizabeth Brown. I want to bring this to your attention. Usher Raymond and Chris Brown is going on tour.
Hey, sign me up. I'm definitely going to that. Like, if I'm going to pay some money to go see,
but they never come through
them
Milwaukee.
Two brothers.
You have to catch them in Chicago.
Hey, whatever. Hey, if it's in Chi, I'm pulling up to that, because them two young men right there put on a show. Okay, I love that. They remind me of like the Isley brothers. It's always going to be a great show. I will pay for them because they're true entertainers. They're going to dance, they're going to sing, they're going to come out in the art. Like, they're going to give you a bang for your buck. So, hey, I'm definitely going to that.
Well,
Like, I didn't want to.
They squashed the differences to make some money.
I mean, again, I think the differences from the beginning was about making money. When we know entertainment and how these little beefs come up, like back in the day it was Monica and Brandy and Mariah Carey and Whitney, and I mean, you name it. It was all sensationalized and it was about money. So, but both of those two young men are definitely true entertainers, and I would definitely pay to see them.
Oh yeah, you got to
Most definitely.
You got to bring your sweat clothes to that because every song is hidden.
Absolutely bangers.
Hey, it's gonna be like going to aerobics class.
Hey, I know for a fact I'm gonna leave Horace because I'm gonna sing every song. I mean, it's up. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to that.
Oh wow. Well, it's a lot going on this weekend. I just want to know, when we talk about just dealing with our community, a lot of the things that's going on with Office of Wellness and Safety, a lot of the Karen Tyler, she was just voted in by a committee to go back in front of the council when it comes to the Office of Wellness and Safety. And here we go.
I mean, King, at this point, all they doing is wasting time. And she should be very appalled. So you're telling me I'm good enough to step up and cover, but I ain't good enough to get it after y'all done gave it to Alan Procell. But at the end of the day, again, in this city, the misleadership, it's the blind leading the blind. And it's no insult to Ray Charles because he could see better than these people. Okay. They don't know what the hell they doing. And it's clear across the board, and we're living with the everyday reality that the people in the front don't know what the hell they doing. Clearly. Because again, now it's a dog and pony show where this person is going back and forth. Even when they had somebody in the front, where was the wellness and where was the safety? I say shut it down altogether.
Well, they didn't get
burn
no
it
money
down,
from
start
the
the
state.
ground. It's a waste of time and money, if you ask me. We need to revisualize what wellness and safety look like we needed it to, like we talked about when it was violence and reaction. They was reacting after the violence happened. There was no prevention. So again, this has been a failing system. Why would we continue to throw money at a money pit and it's not producing anything? Okay? Like, it's just, again, a waste of time, if you ask me. Okay? Because again, we still have all of these shootings taking place. The teen takeover. I mean, we got all of these things. Nobody even know still who persuaded our children. Wouldn't that be a part of safety and wellness? Wellness and safety. I mean, like, again, Tory, it's to me personally, my personal opinion, it's a waste of time and money. It's not working. Shut it down. Open up something else.
Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts on the week. Truth Nation, stay locked in.
This is 101.7 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Hi, this is Sherwin Hughes from 1017 The Truth, and I want to talk to you about something bigger than just buying a house. I'm talking about building a legacy. Owning a home isn't just about four walls and a roof. It's about giving your kids a place where memories are made, where birthdays are celebrated, and where they always belong. It's about planting roots, knowing your neighbors, waving from the porch, and being a part of a community that feels like family. If you've been renting and wondering if home ownership is even possible, Axe Housing is here to work with you. An Axe Housing coach will help you create a plan, a budget, and move step by step toward owning a place you can truly call your own. They've already helped over 4,000 families become homeowners, and many are paying less than they were paying for rent. Don't let where you are today stop your family's tomorrow. Start your journey at axehousing.org. That is ACTShousing.org. Your legacy begins at home.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This April, it's Financial Literacy Month on 1017 The Truth, powered by UW Credit Union. Financial literacy isn't just about money. It's about confidence and making smart decisions for your future. UW Credit Union is here to help with free tools, expert guidance, and resources. From budgeting tips to one-on-one financial coaching and self-guided lessons you can access anytime. Because they're not a bank, they're a partner in your financial journey. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Prizes, exclusive experiences, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting truthcontests.com. That's truthcontests.com.
Happy kids heal faster, and that's why Starlight is dedicated to improving the mental well-being of sick kids across the U.S. Learn how at starlight.org.
Hurt by a truck? Call Gruberg offices. One call, that's all.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I can go all on the track and they'll say I'm the hardest one breathing. I am a beacon for heathen. Me and my hood got cohesion. It's all me getting with that 30 inch. So they bless you when they know what's missing.
Truth Nation, it's that time of the year again, the Tory Lowe Community Cleanup presented by Milwaukee Metropolitan Sewage District. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 18th from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we come together to beautify our city. We'll be making stops at Evolve Church, Pitts Mortuary, and MLK Elementary School. You can also get rid of the hazardous household items in your basement, in your garage. We're talking about old antifreeze, paint thinners, batteries, propane cylinders, and pesticides. Drop-off items from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at MLK Elementary School. Go sign up to help volunteer, help us beautify our city at ToryLoweCleanup.com. That's ToryLoweCleanup.com. Tory Lowe Community Cleanup is sponsored by Milwaukee College Prep, Steinhoffels, Cousin Subs, Waste Management, and Pop's Barbecue. Salute to Pop's Barbecue. Elizabeth Brown, it's been a long week. Hey,
Absolutely.
There we go. It's always something going on.
Look here, it's been every week is a long week. However, the positive side of that is we got through another weekend. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's barely crippled, blind, or crazy. It's Friday. We made it. Okay. So salute to you, to Truth Nation. Again, I think, it's pivotal. No matter how much we're going through, that we make sure that we show gratitude for our ability to be resilient at a time like now, and that we're making sure that we're taking time to reflect on how we got through, no matter how tough this week was, and the stories that we were hearing about. Not only are we just talking about it, we being about the solutions. To talk about it is to prevent it from continuing to perpetuating that same cycle. So again, Truth Nation, Tory Lowe, in this moment, pat yourself on the back. We getting it done. Slow motion is better than no motion, and I'll take it.
You know, many times when I say it's time to repair the village, especially when the village needs a lot of work, you gotta make sure that
do what you can do.
Do what you can do what you can do. But like I said, you gotta be consistent.
Absolutely.
And many times
Absolutely.
consistency will do miracles.
It's going to produce abundance. You know, and that's one thing too that I wanted to highlight out of another week. Survived another week. We're producing again. We rethinking. We're relearning. We reimagining. If we can imagine it, we can create it. Okay. And the reality of that is the first thing we got to do is make sure we show ourselves gratitude for even being here in this moment. You know, we have heard some horrendous things, but the beautiful thing about the worst things that we've heard is the greatness that we're sitting here and we're talking about solutions or even bringing up the idea on what we can do to change it and how change has to happen. And it begins with us individually. So salute to anybody that tap into the Tory Lowe Show every day, even though you don't agree with him or me all the time. It's not about us agreeing. It's about us understanding that as long as if we can talk about it, we can change it.
Hey, look, they don't.
Conversation goes a long way. You know what I'm saying?
Like, the time, and I don't agree with them none of the time.
However, at the end of the day, it don't matter. It's about the collective. And like I said, change your mind, you change your life. And the beautiful thing about why this life experience is the greatest you will ever have, because it's the only one you will have. And the reality of it is, if you in the room where everybody agreeing with you, you in the wrong room. You know, like I don't expect for you to agree with me every day, all day. The reality of it is I'm woman enough, you're man enough, we're mature enough to have a conversation, agree to disagree, but understand that regardless of what we don't agree on, we know what needs to be done.
Right.
And if everybody do a little, don't nobody have to do a lot. And that's the main idea. Find what it is that you can do, whether it be have a conversation, pick up a piece of paper, give out a resource, send up a prayer. Together, it gets better. So that's the reality. And today, I would say Friday, out of all of this week, take this moment, take a deep breath, and understand that you're not where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be.
Hey, look.
And we working.
I don't practice arguing with folks. I just practice working with people.
Period. Again, action beats any conversation.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest thing you could do is have your show where real people in real time can come and speak their truth.
Right.
Because for a long time, we didn't have it. Okay? The reality of that is no matter what nobody say, they don't have to agree with you. But one thing they can't deny is the fact that you for the people, about the people, and you stand in the gap.
Well, if they don't,
you know what I'm saying? Whether they like you or not.
Wreck themselves.
At the end of the day, whether they do or don't, the bus is leaving the station.
Hey, look, I got elders up here waiting for me when I get off the show today. They got a problem.
That part.
If they
again,
help me do that,
you know,
they can,
action can't be denied.
Hey, look,
you can play with something else. You can't play with results.
Hey, look, while they up there trying to disagree, they need to brush their teeth, polluting the air with that halitosis.
Bruh. Hey, all they need to do is gargle with some baking soda. Hey. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and chew on 2 cloves a day. 2 cloves a day will kill bad breath and the parasites that come along with it. Okay, absolutely.
Get the parasites out their system.
Absolutely. Chew on a clove and make some clove tea.
Well, I appreciate you Being on the front lines, Queen. Hey, look, we got a lot of work to do as usual. Hey, look, we just getting started.
Hey, salute King.
2026 ain't even got started yet.
Hey, we here, baby. We here. It's up.
Hey, all right, I'll talk to you soon. All right,
Hey, have a good
DJ
weekend,
Brother
King.
Z.
One love.
All right, Queen. All right, Tory, up for waterfall. Green
Salute, King.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
Hey, salute to everybody in the chat for joining the show. A powerful chat all week long. Coming strong all week long in the chat.
Salute to the chat.
Hey, look. Keep your head on the swivel. Green don't always mean go and look both ways before you cross the streets. I love you, Dr. Kid Harris. Up next. Have a fun, safe weekend, Truth Nation.
He's the voice for the people and the community's connection to change.